Hey now, we are live. Welcome to another stream, everybody. I got myself. I usually bring myself when I'm live, and I have Jesse here with me.
I promise I'll only fart 3 times.
Okay. I mean, that's reasonable, right? And I have Elise with me.
I can't promise that I'll only fart 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, look, did you see the scam text that I got this morning?
I think I missed it.
It was like one of those you owe like an Easy Pass toll thing. And pay now or else, and I noticed that it was sent to like me and like 6 other people, which is hilarious because it's like, do they not realize that it tells people when it's a group text? You know what I mean? Like, it's so silly. So I just replied, I knowing that other people are gonna see this, I posted, I shitted and farted.
I love that response.
And then somebody else who was in the same group text replied, what did he say? I fitted and sharded is what he said.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. Somebody's in on the game.
Somebody understood the assignment. They get. By the way, have you seen the new Discord compact mode?
No, what's that all about?
It gave me the option, but I didn't switch into it.
Well, if you just hover over the options, it shows you what they look like, and the compact mode's great. It's like, wow, everything just fits on the screen better,
Maybe I'll give that a shot. I don't know. This is the
cool.
first time I've used desktop
Moogle.
in like a month.
Dang. Oh, well, yeah, you've been having all sorts of computer catastrophes.
Yeah. I've been streaming again, though, so that's fun.
I did see. I rated you one time. You
did. It was wonderful.
Yes, you were playing Hello, which I can't believe is a real game now, Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Apparently it's good.
The only thing I've been playing for a week now. It's so fun.
It's hilarious because it was a fake video game from South Park.
Yeah.
And they took it and they ran with it. And the game is so much better than it has any right to be. It's a genuinely fun, I don't know, Animal Crossing-esque kind of game. It's an island adventure. The writing is really funny.
But, are they going to make other fictional video games real? Are we finally going to get, Zombie Sneak Attack, the video game?
Lee Carvello's Putting Challenge?
Yeah. I would actually play that.
I would absolutely
play that. Well, it wasn't an official product. Bonestorm would be fantastic. It wasn't an official product, but somebody made Clam Digger from Aqua Teen.
I think I played it on my channel way back.
It's got Atari graphics, and it literally is just trying to find a parking spot.
Oh, that's fun.
We're playing Clam Digger. And it even starts with the dialogue that Meatwad describes about how some guy named Daryl calls you up and says he can dig more clams than you, and the object of the game is to find parking. But welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I need a drink of water here. Let me just grab this. Oh my. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about the Direct DPG, but not so much about Metroid, although that is exciting. But Dragon Quest 1 and 2, because there's a bit of an in-joke to do with Dragon Quest 2.
Mm-hmm. My actual favorite reveal from this whole Direct today...
Wait, can I guess? Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is it the new Tamagotchi Life?
You know it is. Yeah. I am over the fucking moon excited about that.
Do you know? Okay,
I love that game.
Do you know how I knew? Do you know how I knew? Not only because it's a cozy game and you love cozy games, but people in the live chat were popping the fuck off about Tamagotchi Life.
It's funny because one of the things that I've been doing is I've been going through some of my physical games to try to pare them down for sale. Mm-hmm. And Tomodachi Life was one of the ones I was going to grab because I'm like, well, okay, they remade Miitopia. I loved that. I don't really play the original that much because it's kind of limiting.
Yeah.
And it's selling for $200.
Yeah, that was not a common game, Miitopia on the 3DS.
Yeah, well, not Miitopia, Tomodachi Life.
Oh, Tomodachi Life. Oh, okay. Well, that's surprising.
Yeah,
actually.
which, I mean, the original was fun, but there wasn't really much to it. The gameplay was it was lacking even for me.
Damn.
And I like a simple kind of game, you know. We were just talking about how much I like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm not the target market for like Elden Ring, etc.
Did they know when they came up with that title of Hello Kitty? Did they know that was a South Park thing when they came up with the title? Like, or did somebody tell them, "Hey, by the way, that was a South Park thing"?
I absolutely believe that they know.
Like, I gotta ask for that name.
The writing of it is too. I don't want to say it's like fully tongue in cheek, but there are definitely there's some very fun writing in the game that's not. This is a baby game for kids.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, so, I don't think that that just a throwaway line about how Butters doesn't play World of Warcraft. He plays Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I don't think they ran to trademark that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, DPG. I have like 900 plus hours in New Horizons, so I'm well acquainted.
The pandemic did it favors, you might say.
Oh, absolutely. I was underemployed at the time, so I would finish doing work and sit on the sofa and play Animal Crossing for like 6 hours.
It's always amazing to me how every time there is a new Animal Crossing game that comes out, it seems to come out right around the same time or sometimes in the very same day as some sort of like super hardcore game. And there's always this like sort of friendly, sometimes friendly rivalry or sometimes not, just kinship between the two. Like the most recent with Doom Eternal and the whole like the Doomslayer and Isabelle and Doomslayer, they're best friends, but I remember when New Leaf came out and it was like the same day as Fire Emblem and it was so interesting because you go to the GameStop and they're like, "Are you here for New Leaf?" And I'm like, "No, I'm here for Fire Emblem." And they're like, "Well, we don't have it." And that was a whole drama.
Oh.
I was like, but how could you not have it when I pre-ordered it,
Yeah.
That's what the pre-order's for.
They didn't get it at all. There was some sort of distribution snafu on the East Coast.
Leave it to Nintendo.
Do you have Battletoads?
Oh, yeah, you got Battletoads.
There's this fellow that I used to watch on YouTube, and I don't know what the hell happened to him, but his whole thing was he kind of did prank phone calls, but instead of bothering normal people, he would somehow get the phone numbers of like celebrities and mess with them, and he had some pretty very memorable calls, like one was like to Leonard Nimoy, for example, and it was funny because he didn't even mess with him because Leonard Nimoy was like such a nice guy that he was like, I feel bad about messing with this dude, but well, he gets Rick from Pawn Stars on the phone. He got his cell phone number somehow.
Best I can do is $1.
Yeah, he gets him on the phone and he starts playing the Battletoads music. And he's like, and Rick's just like, hello. He's like, Battletoads, Rick, Battletoads. And he's just like, I don't get this whole prank call thing, man. Can't you go out and get laid or something? Like, what is the deal here, Like, why don't you go out and fuck some girls? That's what he kept saying,
Hey, man, not everything is about getting laid. Sometimes it's about Battletoads.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like 75-25.
It was like he was really trying to understand, like, why somebody would do that when they could be having sex. He was like, please explain it to me, Battletoads. I never understood the whole Battletoads, like calling up stores and asking them if they have Battletoads.
They eventually did come out with the new Battletoads.
That is true, yeah. That is true. And some of the characters were in Killer Instinct as well.
Yeah. Kind of weird, but cool.
Yeah, well, if you're going to put them in a fighting game, that kind of fits the bill, right?
Yeah, something a little more violent.
Yeah. Well, not just violent, but just sort of like violent specifically in a very cartoonish manner.
Yeah, over the top.
Because Killer Instinct isn't like, it's not like Mortal Kombat where people are getting their heads ripped off and their balls stepped on. It's a bit more like itchy and scratchy.
Hey, there's a fighting game for you.
I don't know. They made that Simpsons Wrestling. That game fucking sucked.
Well,
That game sucked.
maybe they need a second bite of the apple.
Well, maybe that's instead of remaking good games, we should be remaking bad games and giving them a second chance, right?
Yeah, make that game good.
Yeah, but I don't know. But they haven't managed to do it yet. They tried it with fucking Shaq Fu. That didn't work out. I tried it with.
Well, they switched genres.
Yeah, but still, it was like
play that Shaq Fu game. It wasn't terrible.
See, but here's the thing: the original Shaq Fu was like, like so terrible that it was funny, and then the new game was just sort of like mid.
Yeah, and that's almost worse.
It's so much worse. Yeah, it's forgettable. I mean, they did it with Bubsy, and they made these new Bubsy games that were kind of half decent, and nobody fucking gave a shit. Because the only memorable thing about Bubsy was how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
Take that away and make it, okay, so you went from a 3 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10. Now nobody cares.
Yeah, at least
You talk about 3 out of 10. 6 out of 10s are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. It's shovelware at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But I mean, yeah, I did watch the Nintendo Direct, and of course Dragon Quest was the thing that I was the most excited about, which is ironic that they showed that first. It was the very first thing they showed, so it was like, hello.
What could possibly go wrong?
A lot of things could go wrong, right? All right, guys. Let's head over to the List Critics. Where's my List Critics thing?
Thought we were already there.
Here we are. Now we're there. No, I was on stream starting. Make sure you have the stream up so you can look at the chat and stuff, because people are talking in there. And we need Daffy Duck in Mortal Kombat. His fatality would be slamming his penis in the car door. No,
Speaking of Daffy Duck,
we do have the right month. Okay.
We went to go see the Day the Earth Blew Up, the new Looney Tunes movie.
Oh, I heard that's good.
It was wonderful. So happy we went. If you have the chance
Classic
to see
Looney Tunes?
very classic, very, very like older classic too. Like Daffy was genuinely Daffy in like the silly sense, rather than just him being a foil to Bugs, because Bugs wasn't there.
Yeah.
Or spouting off pop culture references.
Yeah, no, it was very approachable.
My favorite version of Daffy, though, was from the Looney Tunes show from Cartoon Network, where he was just sort of like the jerk roommate.
Oh, that is a good version, yes.
Yeah. It's like, we met during the war. We met at the post office. The post office was war. All right. Welcome to the List Critics, and we are going to start, as we normally do, with Tumblr Gets Deep.
Get deep.
Yes. And it's 40 hilariously deep Tumblr posts that deserve your attention today. Hashtag Tumblr Gets Deep. Hashtag Banana Man. I don't know. What the fuck. Hop on, Mom. I got to make a banana emote because it's just becoming it's like gaining its whole life now.
What about hand banana?
No, definitely not hand banana, but
hand egg?
No, just the Banana Man. The Banana Man voice, like when I sing on stream. Hop on my fucking banana, baby. Oh, it's got it all. Oh, I can't see my mouse for some reason. Oh, okay. No, stop playing music. Okay, I found my mouse.
Yay.
When you have two monitors, sometimes you're like, okay, where is it? Or I should say, like, where is it?
Where is it?
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. So the first post that shows the top two, best-selling video games of all time as being Minecraft and Tetris, and the commentary here is, humans really fucking love squares, huh? And I am darkness. I Am Death says, Rubik's Cubes are the single most top-selling toys of all time. And then Corn Snoot says, humans really fucking love squares, huh?
It's hip to be square.
Yeah, we do have, like, if you put something in block form, we're all about it.
Yeah, look at people with those block chains, right?
I still don't understand what that even means, but
Me neither.
And I don't want to understand.
Yeah. No, I tried to read what it was, and it was just like I felt like somebody was trying to hypnotize me. You
I
know
felt
what
the
mean?
word scam. I felt the word scam being seared onto my
Oh,
eyeballs.
I mean, it's absolutely a scam, but I wanted to understand what it actually was, and I read about it, and it was like, I feel like I'm reading about a timeshare, and I can't get through this. Okay, number
all this
2.
for free chamois.
Yeah. Michael here says, I feel sorry for Netflix era kids. They will never know the high stakes adrenaline of running to the bathroom, fridge, or bedroom in a single ad break with the beckoning call of a sibling screaming, "It's on!" to send you hurtling over furniture to get back in time. Sir is Funny says, couldn't you just pause it? Oh, no. And then Used Karma says, oh, my sweet summer child. And Casey Cruz says, I am dying. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to explain this to my nephews. I was like, yeah, it used to be that if you wanted to see a TV show, you had to be in a specific place at a specific time, or you missed it. And then you had to just hope that it would appear again at some point in the future. And if you wanted to know in advance, you had to go to the store and buy this little pamphlet that told you when things were going to be on.
A guide to the television.
Yeah.
One might say.
Number 3, So says, imagine coming home from school and your mom's all, hey honey, I redid your room. And oh my God. So it shows a bedroom, like everything is denim. The walls are denim.
Jed room?
It's a Jed room with jawls and a desk with drawers.
A Jed?
And not in the picture because it's only like one wall, but there's shelves. Yeah.
So, is there a Canadian tuxedo in there anywhere?
I would assume so.
The whole
and
thing
then
is basically a Canadian tuxedo at that point.
Right.
A Crowcat's nonsense says, not the jaw paper.
No paper.
And Geeky Steven says, this is perfect for my Jork from Jome setup.
Oh, I get it now. Sorry, I had to think about that one for a bit.
Work from home.
Work from home.
Yeah. Number 4. Okay, the names are scribbled out in this one. But the first person says, I love talking with neurotypical people about my executive dysfunction because I'm like, yeah, there's this invisible wall in my head that I'm incapable of getting past no matter what I do. And it stops me from doing things. And they're just like, what the actual fuck? Meanwhile, other neurodivergents are like, and it shows a picture of Ted Danson saying, yeah, the invisible wall. We've all seen it. And then the next person, whose name is also scribbled out, posts the same screenshot, but with the text altered to say, yeah, the invisible wall. We've all smacked into it like a bird to a window. Seen it, you say? I've flown into it. Number 5, Bogleach says it's interesting how every time there's a nature spirit or green magic or Mother Earth goddess in popular culture, it's tied in with just flowers and trees. Heck, even the inverse of that, themes of death and decay tend to revolve around bugs and mushrooms and dirt, even though most nature is in the ocean. Us land animals just tend to think of that as its own thing or like a whole separate domain, even though it sustains all the land life anyway. Realistically, a primordial life spirit would be all about plankton, hydrothermal vents, and the Cambrian explosion, while the demons of rot would be associated most with marine snow, toxic algae blooms, and whale bones.
Yeah, Cambrian explosion.
I would have thought it would have been like coral reefs, maybe, right?
I would think that, wouldn't they treat the land as being more, quote, special because there's so much less of it?
No, I think this is sort of like... the thought, like an analog would be thinking that America is the whole world, for example.
So whatever encapsulates the most of the Earth.
Whatever paradigm you're in, you tend to think that everybody else is in that same paradigm.
Better hit that paradigm shift.
Oh, now it's Final Fantasy 13. Okay.
Yes.
I see you there. All right. Number 6, Chill Potato says, in March, I'll be rested, caught up, and human. Sylvia Plath. And then Spivity says, what day in March, Sylvia? Sylvia, please. What day in March?
The Ides of March.
Beware.
And the Ides of March is just a straight up Tumblr holiday. It's amazing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
It's just the
They go
15th.
all out.
Oh, heck. All these other windows in my way. There we go.
Hacking windows.
Number 7, Achilles in high heels. That's a funny name. Just posts a picture of 2 large cats. One is the mother, like I guess a lion or a puma or something, and the other is a little one. But because of the flash of the camera stand, it appears that the mother is just fucking glowing. And Cognito Hazardous says, "My luminous mama." I have to put this on the screen for you guys to understand the amount of glowing involved here. Let's just... the display capture is below list critics. There we go. There it is. Just to show you, we are talking, neon...
That is blown out.
Yeah, neon nuclear puma here.
What I call a real glow-up.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's, you've heard of hot pussy. That's white hot. What up, WT?
That's like nuclear pussy.
Nuclear pussy. That could be a band.
That sounds like a cool punk band.
Yes, that would be an album. Like, oh my God, here's Nuclear Pussy, the new album.
The next zombie sneak attack.
Nah, it would have to be some underground punk band for real.
Okay.
Okay, so number 8 shows a picture of the fucking Italian flag, I guess, and it says Italian Pride flag. Oh, you fucking... You did not. All right. Made this for Pride Month for Italians. Based the colors off of Mario and Luigi, Italian icons. The red represents bravery, the green represents brotherhood, and the white represents gloves. And then the cinnamon candy cane says,
gloves.
That's literally the Italian flag. And Toiler Pappet, which is a fantastic name, says, yes, Italians love this pride flag so much that they convinced their government to make it the official flag. I love it too.
Yeah, it's official.
Bro. Oh, that's...
Brett.
The white represents gloves is sending me, though.
That did me in.
WT says that his cat has a collar that has a titanium rod in it that technically makes her a nuclear pussy.
Ooh. A little bit of that titanium.
Yeah. Tritium. Sorry, I misread it. Now I know you're fucking about. But okay, tritium. Number 9, there's a bunch of arson going on in the chat right now. Arson around. A lot of you. All right, number 9, Roseworth says, in middle school I knew a guy named Alexander Hamilton because his parents just thought it would be nice to name their son after a historical figure. But then this poor guy went through hell because he was 13 years old in 2015 and his name was Alexander Hamilton.
Oh no.
You know what's funny is, you're thinking, it's a historical figure, but not like a super well-known one. He's on the $10 bill, but he wasn't like president or anything. It's not like naming your kid George, and then this fucking play comes out, and with all the hip hop and everything, and yeah, I can only imagine what this kid went through.
He's my favorite president.
No, I don't mean you're like lying. I just mean I get what you're saying, nuclear pussy.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, you know what I need to do that Mr. Bean phase, like, if you know what I mean. All right, number 10. Betty Davis GF says, no one ever tells you to appreciate your knees not hurting while you're there. Whoever you are, wherever you are in life, if your knees don't hurt right now, just know and remember, you have about 45 seconds left.
Damn it.
I laugh so I don't cry. Number 11 shows a picture from some TV show or a movie or something with Christopher Walken, and he says, fuck, I definitely know that actor. What's his fucking name? I can't remember. And then MBG159 posts a picture of a movie poster. It says Christopher Walken is showing up in the middle of the movie, and you're totally going to say, holy shit, look, it's Christopher Walken.
Doing himself again.
Yep. Well,
and no complaints.
I don't know. He didn't play himself in Dune, at least.
Oh, I never saw that. I want to see it.
You should definitely. They were very good. He's only in the second one, but yeah.
Oh, all right.
Number 12, whoever this person is, there's no names on this one. I miss the days when no matter how slow your internet was, if you paused any video and let it buffer long enough, you could watch it uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows sort of like the modern little cartoon demonstrating the modern version, where you pause and you think it's going to buffer all the way, and it doesn't.
No.
Yeah. I understand why it's to save on bandwidth and shit, but come on, man. Number 13, Great and Small says, the majority of the Earth's rodents. How do you survive environments with practically zero oxygen, feel no pain, and live for decades when none of the rest of us can? Naked mole rats. I don't know. I'm bald. Any other miscellaneous, infinitely nuanced answer?
It just works. Whatever I do, it just works.
Oh, no, it's okay, WT. We know why. It's just we miss those days, right? You can't find your wartboard? Ah, damn. Well, if you ever find it, maybe you could upload a TED Talk. Number 14, when cartoons rule the world says, you know, as much as I loved Little Einsteins as a kid, I have to admit they kind of failed in their mission. They made the show going, okay, we're going to use this as a platform to teach kids about classical art and music, except now, as a 20-something, when I hear classical music, I do not think, oh, I know this, it's Humoresque number 7 in G-flat major opus 101. Instead, I just think, oh, holy shit, guys, it's the melody, the music, Pat. And Flutter of Pages says, honestly, I would disagree. Would their goal really be for us to know the names and artists behind classical music? I'd argue that they were teaching kids to appreciate classical works. Little Einsteins exposed us to these masterpieces of art and music at a young age to give us a lifelong love for these pieces. So we'll recognize those works when we hear or see them out and about, as y'all have acknowledged you already do. And if that's not mission completion, I don't know what is. All right, I know that they're going for the feel-good post, but I actually read a study that showed that kids who were exposed to this Little Einsteins nonsense turned out to be complete fucking dumbasses.
Oh, I wonder why that is.
It something about it just hampered brain growth. It was like the worst idea possible.
Like they just couldn't handle it at that age or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
The problem is having seen a couple of Little Einsteins things in my day. There's no cohesion to it. Like it'll like drop a classical piece in like the background of them flying a plane or something and not explain anything about it. It's all decorative.
Yeah.
It's like fancy ass key jingling.
Like here's this, here's this, here's this.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I do also see the value in just having kids listen to music, but then wouldn't you just have them listen to music then? Just like give them a pair of headphones and be like, here, just fucking go bananas, right? We were just talking about the Ides of March, and that comes up for number 15, where Kiss Kiss, where is season 2, posts a picture of like it's like a cake, but with like knives in it, but like the knives are like made out of cake. And it says, my Ides tiramisu, if you even care.
All right.
Because
it's
like Caesar.
It's hard to explain if you're not there how absolutely feral Tumblr goes over the Ides of March.
I mean, look, if I get to eat some tiramisu, then I'm all for it.
Is it cake?
It is cake, yes.
Okay.
Number 16, no names on this one. I'm half convinced that Robert Downey Jr. and Jeffrey Dean Morgan are related. I mean, and they just shows pictures of them side by side, and they are basically the same dude. Headcanon that Tony Stark is Sam and Dean's long-lost uncle. And then somebody else says, what? And then somebody else says, it's why Dean can fix cars and Sam always has Wi-Fi. Okay, so fun story. We were watching a movie, and my mom literally thought that Robert Downey Jr. was in it, and I'm like, he wasn't in that movie, and what are you talking about? And it was literally Howard Dean Morgan, so... Yeah. Number 17, Mossworm says, I heard a commotion of buzzing in the long grass, so I went in there with my pajamas because I thought it might be a wasp attacking something. Cool. But it was just a bottlefly getting upset because there was a sticky seed on his wing. Of course, I peeled it off for him. He's my neighbor. Reconstruction.
Well, glad you made a new friend.
I think this person might actually be role-playing as an actual mossworm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, everybody needs a hobby.
Yeah. All right. Number 18, Catty Catitudes. Oh, I wish EB was here. They would love this. You're telling me a gar licked this bread? And then in a parenthetical, they explain that agar is a North American freshwater fish in the family Leposteidae, and gives you a helpful visual of a fish licking some bread and it turning into garlic bread.
Garlic
bread.
You're telling me how gingerbread this man. All right. Number 19, mostly funny Twitter tweets, posts a Twitter tweet from Mao. He says, "Hey, bro, just thought I'd let you know that I'm giving up your location for Lent. I'm going to tell everyone. Where are you hiding? They're coming." And then, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get ready for it. Mao of Milan says, "Get orthodoxed." And then a book of... wait, it's not done yet. A book of creatures says, "I protest."
Thank you.
We just broke a lease.
Thank you.
Please.
You're like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Y'all have a great day. Drive safe, right? All right,
If you're wait stuff.
Number 20, Aquatine Queen says, with all the trouble over the live-action Snow White remake and how long it's actually taken to make it, it would have been the perfect opportunity for another studio to make a film about Adriana Caselotti, who voiced Snow White but wasn't even told she was working on a full-length film, and only realized it at the premiere, was paid only $970 for the job, wasn't credited for the role, and basically had her career in films ruined before it even started because dear old Walt Disney refused to let her take other roles. Stating, "I'm sorry, but that voice can't be used anywhere. I don't want to spoil the illusion of Snow White." And then Geek and Misandry says, "The frozen, confused smile on my face. Reading this was a horrifying moment. Take it away."
Sadly, I kind of knew this.
I didn't know that he tried to claim ownership over her voice. What kind of... I mean, she could have just kicked him in the junk. I'm just saying, but... maybe.
Well, early days, you listened to Walt.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Well, also, when you're a child, you don't really have the kind of agency to do that.
Oh, how old was she when she played Snow White? Was she really young?
Yeah, I believe she was.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that. Well, I guess you're probably right. She probably didn't, realize that she could just, not listen to him. All right, number 21, Mr. Gandalf says, "I love that I have this little creature in my house, and all she does is walk around looking for a new place to take a nap and stare out the window and throw up on my floor, and I'm like, I would die for this creature. She is perfect. And I tell her I love her, and in return, she has no thoughts whatsoever." It's just a picture of this person's cat. Who, by the way, I'm just going to put up the picture of the cat here, because this is the perfect, there are no thoughts, head empty look right here. I mean, this is the look of a being that has exactly 3 brain cells and 2 of them are napping.
And the other one is just, I'm staring forward.
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening there. That is wonderful. 10 out of 10. Number 22. Hello, it's Bees says, "Crazy to me that I've been on Tumblr long enough to see the vast majority of posts I see on a daily basis evolve from super hulock and fandom shit to this." And then shows a picture of a post where Angelic Guy says, "Want one of your fishmongers to return? Just go to your My Monger tab. Click on Banished in the drop-down menu and select the gear icon to manage your shunned mongers." I have no idea what any of that means, and I'm frightened.
Yeah, what?
And then Medieval Thymia says, "Chivalrous and single knights in your fief want to pledge their fealty to you. Click here now." I like that one, though.
I haven't monged any fish lately. Sorry.
I'd be mongering all kinds of things. I like that.
His fish to something.
Indeed. Number 23, Murray Siskine says, "People online, mixed-height relationships are predatory and pedophilic. People in real life. Did you know the LA fires are set intentionally to destroy entrances of the secret tunnels to Diddy's sex dungeons, and Beyonce knows?" I see no... Corporate wants me to see the difference between these 2 posts, and I can't.
It's the same picture.
They're both insane. There are 4 lights.
No, there are.
You remember that episode?
Oh, yeah.
Number 24, Estrogenesis Evangelion. Fantastic name.
That's a great username.
Says Olympic gold in hitting Christian babies with a bat. What the fuck?
Oh, goodness.
Squeeze missiles.
Point deduction. That last baby was a Calvinist. It says, oh my god, people, yes, I know Calvinism is a type of Christianity. The joke is that it doesn't take skill to hit a baby who's predestined to get hit. Come on.
I just keep thinking of Calvin and Hobbes with Calvinism.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, fuck off. I mean, I always say, if you're going to make an offensive joke, you got to make it funny, right? And I hate that was funny.
Uh-oh.
Because the joke is that Calvinism believes that you're predetermined whether you're damned or not. You have no agency in it. So it says it doesn't take any skill to hit a baby with a bat if they're destined to be hit with a bat. All right.
Sad.
Yeah. Textal Tales, this is number 25, says, absolute dumbest shit on TV tropes is how if a trope isn't in a fucking thing, they'll still put it in the things page and be like, averted, downplayed, inverted. You'll be re-admitting the TV tropes page for Tom and Jerry, and it'll be like, violence is not an option. Inverted. Actually, Tom and Jerry always hit each other with mallets and other household weaponry. She is not... You would get it if you read TV tropes. It really is exactly like this. She is not my girlfriend. Downplayed. Nobody even suggests that Tom is Jerry's girlfriend, so there's no need to deny it. Everybody has lots of sex. Averted. Nobody has sex in Tom and Jerry. TV tropes is really like that.
Ugh, it is.
Like
and yet I love it. So.
Sometimes
there's a trope to counteract every other trope?
No, but they're saying is they're putting tropes on pages where they don't belong and just saying, oh, it's been averted. They averted this trope by not using it at all. And they're like, well, you don't really need to mention it then, do you? Because that's not what averted is supposed to... Averted means is where you expect the trope and it doesn't happen. Number 26, one time I dreamt, says, a girl at my school got stabbed, but it turned out that she was made of slime, so she didn't die. But slime is banned at my school, so my headmistress was furious and gave her detention for being made out of slime rather than tell off the person who did the stabbing. And then Reptile Royalty says, yeah, that's public school.
I've seen that anime.
That was my first thought as soon as they said girl made of slime. I think that's an anime trope, isn't it?
I think isn't there like an anime called My Girlfriend or My Sister or something is made of slime?
I hope you're. The time I got reincarnated as a slime.
I hope you're asking the chat because I have no fucking idea.
Sister, girlfriend, a lot of the times, unfortunately, it's the
same. No. All right. We're not doing no Game of Thrones anime here. Number 27, Pudgy Planet says, everyone has goth sex hormones. It came free with your fucking existence. And then Pudgy Planet says, both I meant. Both! It's too late, sir. It's too late. It's already out there in the ether. And then Lorraine Woods in the Woods just posts a graphic that looks like it's from some 90s first-person shooter that says goth sex hormones. Like it looks like the text that shows up when you're about to load a Wolfenstein level, you know?
Get spiked.
Number 28, it shows a picture, Agumate shows a picture of a bottle of wine. It says Miette on it, and it says, you bottle Miette? And then Daver says, you crush Miette like the grape? And then Digital Discipline says, brick up mother and basement for 1,000 years.
Oh, me.
And then Sika says, the cast of Miatalado. And then Hasifan says, y'all just absolutely committed to creating humor I cannot explain to my spouse, aren't you? Look, I get the Edgar Allan Poe reference, but
jail for mother.
Okay, obviously Elise gets it. I don't. I get the Edgar Allan Poe reference, but I don't know the Miette thing.
Okay, so the Miette thing, several years back, there was a tweet by author Patricia Lockwood where she is gently nudging her cat with her foot to move her out of the way. She said, Miette, you can't be here. I need to move. And as the cat, she goes, you kick Miette? You kick Miette like football?
I get it now.
Jail for mother. Jail for mother for 1,000 years.
Now I get it.
And that's the Miette thing.
All right. Yeah. So this post requires you to have seen a different post. There's a
I don't even know who is that author. What did they what are they famous for?
books.
The Miette tweet.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it.
Wait,
Hold on. Wait, say the name again. I'll Google it.
Patricia Lockwood.
Patricia.
That is a very authoristic name.
She's a poet, and she's done some like contemporary fiction.
YA.
She
No.
wrote something
Adult.
called.
No.
Here's just a sampling of books. No one is talking about this. Priest Daddy. It's all one word. Motherland, Fatherland, Homelands, Balloon Pop, Outlaw Black. These are just song titles here. Will There Ever Be Another You? And Controlled Explosions.
After Taco Bell, am I right?
Those aren't so controlled. All
Whoa.
right. Number 29, Mania K Monkey says, Rompopolo's entire existence gives me anxiety. What if God gave you the body of a balloon animal with swords for arms? You love drinking crude oil, but half of the air, your entire ecosystem is on fire. Your natural enemy is the humble exploding gorilla. I don't know what Rompopolo is, but it sounds awesome.
What kind of
how is it
existence
spelled?
is that?
Here, I'll look it up and find out what the fuck it is. Rompopolo. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a creature from Monster Hunter.
Oh.
Okay.
I have not played those video games.
Would you be able to put a picture of that up on the screen?
Yeah, I would be able to do that. And I think now you will understand why hell hath wrought such a thing. There it is.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's adorable.
Yeah, that's a lot on Nope, huh?
Yeah. Oh.
Like a penis testicle with a little stinger at the end.
A penis.
I was gonna go with a leash,
testicle.
but go off.
Yeah, that was a choice that you made. It looks like a cross between a scorpion, a leech, and a housefly.
Oh, well, there's that too.
Yeah.
If you want to be normal about it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be normal about it, but I don't want to go to the level that you went to. Like the penis testicle.
Listen, man, it's Jesse's world. We're just living in it.
Yeah, for real.
I wish.
Number 30, All Pies for Our Own, posts a picture of... I don't even understand what's going on here. I think this might be a Doctor Who reference or something.
Oh boy.
It just shows some guy and some lady, and it says, under the lady, it says, only interested in men she knows she can't actually be with, big romantic, but wants a relationship with men to be practical. And under him, it says, started every relationship as friends until the woman insisted on going further, wants to be wanted more than he wants to be in love. And under that, it says, in this horrible, like, late 90s internet-looking letters where they're on fire, it says, Comfet doctors, good night. These MFs are so fucking gay.
Oh, that's Doctor Who as hell.
No, it isn't. You know what it is? Oh god, it's been so. These two characters from House. I haven't seen the show in so long. It's like his best friend and like the blonde girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think it wasn't Comfet. I think it was Comp Het. Yes.
Yeah.
There should have been a space in there. I would have gotten the joke then.
Yeah.
All right. Number 31, Canon LGBT Characters posts a picture. Goes a picture of this giant fucking monster. He looks like a cyber demon or something. It says, the Canon LGBT plus character of the day is Oryx, the Taken King from Destiny, who is a trans man. I mean, it's a 500-foot tall demon thing, but hey, whatever, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Number 32 shows a Tinder podcast here shows screenshots of 2 push alerts from Tinder, and it says Zeus sent you a new message, and Odin sent you a new message. And then Tinder podcast says that famous line that BoJack Horseman always said. Well, not BoJack. He didn't say it, but it was always said to him. What is this? A crossover episode? And then hello not a beaver says, my advice to you, run. And then Autumn Gracie says, solution, tell Zeus you'll agree to meet him, but only if he's in the guise of a swan, a very sexy swan. Tell Odin you will arrive in the form of a swan. Give them the same meeting location, pop some popcorn, and hide in the bushes.
Hilarity ensued.
Yeah. And then, yeah, Bright Lotus Moon says, Loki, is that you?
You little trickster.
All right, number 33, Excerpts here says, what's with the sudden Bad Luck Brian resurgence? And then Thermagoat posts the Bad Luck Brian meme, and it says, comes back. Everyone asks why.
Hasn't he had enough?
I know, right? And then BK Fisher says, okay, that one's pretty good. All right, number 34, Peak Idiocy here reposts a post from Normal Horoscopes that says, you find my journal open on a table. It is open to a page labeled Daily Affirmations. Repeated hundreds of times are the words, deer cannot speak or open locks. If you turn the page, this one says, former Vice President Walter Mondale is dead and your wards are strong. You turn the page. This one says, chicks dig alchemists.
I mean,
I feel affirmed by at least 2 of those.
I'm not sure how to feel.
Well, I'm glad that deer can't open locks.
Yes. We have a wonderful family of like 8 deer that walk through our backyard.
Yeah.
I don't want them coming in my house.
No, I really don't want.
Stay outside.
We should put out a salt lick.
The deer here get very close to the house. There was a doe that gave birth right by the house a couple years ago. I saw the whole thing. It was amazing.
Wow.
I don't want them inside the house.
Yeah. No,
and also,
they can be outside the house. I'm happy to have them outside.
Yeah, happy to have you.
Your inside will become outside.
And also about Walter Mondale, I'm not saying that, I'm glad he's dead. I'm just saying I'm glad he's still dead.
Yes, I will co-sign that.
Zombie Mondale, please.
Yes, exactly. Number 35. This is so blurry. Mitt's dumb blog thing posts a picture of a milk jug with the expiration date used by, and it's March 10th, but of course it looks like it says Mario. And Pre-Coming says, best if used by Mario. And Uncle Father says, what about Luigi?
Wouldn't Link be more appropriate?
Why would Link be appropriate?
Lon milk.
That's a pretty... No.
All right.
Nah.
With water. I need a water bottle.
L. That was a L. All right.
El Capitan?
No, just L. Number 36, last one out, says this website is too mobile focused these days. Reblog and tell me what your desktop or laptop background is. And then they reply, girl, help. People in the notes are calling me rich and privileged for owning a computer. And then Times 2 says, guys, if your definition of wealth is owning a computer, then I'm sorry, but you're not ready for the revolution. Listen, when the Lord of the Land makes his subjects stand in the open raid, their enemy is not the man who wore a hat. Excellent idiom, by the way. And then Time Machine Shark says, another fire-ass line from a random-ass Tumblr post. Let's go. Ooh. For real. Number 37, Dark Pastel Purple says, thank God for rough localization back in the day, because Varia Suit as a name fucks way harder than Barrier Suit. It really does. Mm-hmm. It really does. Number 38,
I'm not above a Woolseyism.
What was that?
I said I am not above a Woolseyism.
There you go. Perd Vivly says, yes, the 3 numbers, 0, 1, and a lot. And then Perd Vivly points out that they use the word 3 with several question marks. They're like, That is a bit of a paradox now, isn't it? All right, number 39, Hungry Skeleton says, I think the biggest thing mascot horror things need to get a grip on is the reasonable balance of cute and creepy. The mascot in question needs to be cute enough to realistically be for children, but scary enough to actually make for effective horror. Most games always lean too far in either direction, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but immersion with these kinds of games are important for me to actually find enjoyment in them. Wait, you can find enjoyment in these games? And then Hungry...
People aren't well.
Yeah. And then Hungry Skeleton posts some examples. One is labeled as too cute, definitely for kids, not scary at all. Too scary, just regular horror, keep away from kids. Who is this for? Too scary for kids, too goofy to scare anyone else, and just right. Realistically could have been for kids, scary for adults in the right context. And Hungry Skeleton says, "Can anyone hear me?" And then, oh no, I knew it had to happen, but here it is. And then hashtag, the last one's kinda hot, not gonna lie.
Somebody's got to say it's hot.
Yeah, the hear me out people are back again. And Maven Menmon posts a picture of this couple. Look like they're from like some knockoff Pixar movie sitting there saying, "Randall, there's monster fuckers on this mascot horror post." It's the monster fucker site. There's gonna be monster fuckers.
Yeah.
Tumblr is the monster fucker site. It is true.
Fucker's gonna fuck.
Look, I don't kink shame. I just kink ask why. All right, finally, number 40. What is even going on here? Okay, so it shows a Sunflower Butch posting. I've seen this actually. It's a poll that was going around about how do you scramble eggs. And the options are crack egg directly into hot pan, scramble while cooking, crack egg directly into cold pan, stir, scramble, then cook, crack egg into bowl, whisk or stir, then pour into pan and cook, other, or just to see the results. And Cough Loop says, "Pan whiskers be like, no way, dude, that's definitely just a flake of black pepper." And showing a picture of a pan that looks like it's been beat to shit.
Oh no.
And then Leopard Mask AO3 says, "Or you use a plastic or silicone spatula or a silicone whisk. Go literally any dollar store and they have shitty plastic or silicone kitchen utensils you can scramble eggs in without scratching up your pans." Here it comes. You ready for this? And then Great and Small says, "Now that's what I call," and then a picture of a duck. And then
yeah.
You ready for the type of duck it is the blue-winged teal, also in Latin, Spatula discourse.
Oh,
Very nice.
God.
I saw this whole thing on Facebook, and I was just like, fuck off. Isn't that amazing and horrifying and infuriating all at the same time?
What's the kind of duck?
It's a hold on. Spatula discourse. It's a what do you call it? Blue-winged teal.
Cool.
Wow.
That's some spatula discourse. And by the way, it's funny because I showed this to someone and I said, you know what's funny is they're talking about, the people who are scraping their pans. They say, oh, no, that's just black pepper in there. I remember way back on List Critics, we had this person who said that when they were growing up, they had this like intense hatred of black pepper. And their parents would make scrambled eggs and they would put black pepper in the scrambled eggs because of course they did. Why would you ever eat it without it? And they would and they would be like, "Is that black pepper?" And their parents would say, "No, that's just bits of the pan." And they would eat it, and they were like, "Why was I okay with that?"
That's not pepper.
I'm
Eating the pan.
No, but it's black. It's not. It's black pepper. But they told him that it was bits of the pan to get him to eat it.
That's impressive.
When you hate black pepper that much. Or when you think you hate black pepper that much, because obviously if he really hated it, he would taste it and be like, no, it's got black pepper in it, fuck you, you know?
Rather eat the pan.
I love black pepper.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I usually am adding more of it into whatever I'm eating. But anyway,
we made some barbecue sauce the other day.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it was a little too heavy on the black pepper because it was like...
Oh, okay.
Fresh ground, and there was a little too much in there.
You got to go lesser when you're cracking it yourself.
I got my mouth was on fire
from black pepper.
I am so I firmly believe that there are two types of spicy. There is horseradish spicy and there is pepper spicy. I can't do pepper spicy too good. But horseradish spicy, I just go apeshit. I love horseradish.
I mean, that's more sour than spicy horseradish.
Yeah.
Really? No, I find it very hot. Like hot spicy.
Really?
Yeah. Like fresh horseradish? Absolutely.
Hey, out of 40, 32 is what I'm saying here.
That's the exact number that I had in my head that I was going to go with. So
I was thinking 30, and even 30. 3 out of 4.
Okay. Okay, so I have a list here that I'm going to submit to you guys. And now you guys might remember a while back I made a list of every song from my library that has the word fuck in the title, ranked from least funny to most funny.
Yes, I did. That was a great one.
It was a lot of fun. And I decided to do the same thing but with the word shit. Now there's not as many. There's not as many. But I have ranked all of the songs in my music library currently that have shit in the title, from the one that I personally find to be the least funny to the one that I personally find to be the most funny, and we'll make it into a game. Try to guess the artist if you can, and you can play along and chat if you want. And this time it's not like 50% Flaming Lips because they love the word fuck, but they don't apparently love the word shit as much. Hey, Almighty Santa, how's it going?
I have enough trouble with Flaming Lips as it is.
Well, I mean,
in I don't know their back catalog. So.
Well, I mean, but those are some weirdo songs. But like I said, it's not going to be all them this time because it was like almost all that because they have the word fuck in a lot of songs, But these are words songs that have the word shit in them. So, starting with the least funny for me is shithead. Shithead. One word, shithead. It's just there. It's not
pretty generic.
Yeah, it's not very funny. Yeah. It's just there. It's funny if you're like a 12-year-old who just likes to hear the word shit. But
shit.
But go ahead and guess what the artist is on that.
David Bowie.
That would be amazing. I want to hear David Bowie sing about shitheads, but no. That is the Haunted. The Haunted did shithead.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. The second least funniest is Yesterday Don't Mean Shit. Ever so slightly funnier. Not funny, but ever so slightly funnier.
Almost sounds like the name of like an indie country song.
You're
Yesterday
right.
Don't Mean
Shit.
Shit.
You're right that it sounds like that, but it's definitely not that. Definitely not that. I'll give you a hint. It's like heavy metal from the 90s.
Oh. Godsmack.
You're not super far off in that thinking. Anybody else want to hazard a guess here?
I'm not doing too good with these right
now.
now.
This is
Papa Roach?
No, that was Pantera actually.
Yeah. I don't know if you listened to Papa Roach or not.
No, I don't.
I don't think...
No.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is shit talking. Just a little bit of shit talking.
Your shit.
That's exactly where my brain went.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not that though. But
no, I don't think the Bee Gees had a song called "Shit Talking." That'd be very funny though.
But imagine the world.
They could.
Imagine the world in which they did.
Infinite timelines.
Yeah. Infinite timelines, and we're talking about the Bee Gees shit talking, right?
Yep.
No, this is okay. I'm going to put you guys out of your misery. This is the only one on the list that is from the Flaming Lips.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The next one is shitstorm.
Darude.
I was like,
Darude.
Except it's all fart.
Yep.
Yes, it's the sound font, but it's like the fart sound effect to it.
Yep.
They just run it through a Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah, the wow.
Yeah. The band on this was Strapping Young Lad.
Oh, I've heard of them. Okay. I think from you actually.
Yeah. Okay, so we're starting to get into ones that are more funny now. With the next one being Shit Mirror.
Oh
Shit
dear.
Mirror. Right.
Okay, independent question.
Go ahead.
How many of these are ZSA songs?
Quite a few, but not this one. Not this one.
It's what Adam Sandler sees when he looks in the mirror?
Shit. No, it's a mirror. It's a mirror that you look into it and you see Adam Sandler. Okay, all right. Here's the hint. It's one of my very favorite bands. So now you have to think.
Hard.
Now you have to think. What is one of John's favorite bands that would have a song called "Shit Mirror"?
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
And you said it's not the Flaming Lips.
It's not the. It's not. And you know it's like it's not Rush, right? Like, you know. Like, all right, I'll put you out of your misery. It's Nine Inch Nails.
Oh,
No,
that
you like
tracks.
9 Inch Nails. Okay.
I fucking love. I collect 9-inch nails.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one is World of Shit, and in parentheses it says The Promised Land.
Is that the zombie sneak attack?
No, it's not. I feel like Moogle should know this. If Moogle's at his laptop right now and not off chasing the chuck wagon, I'm sure he would know this.
A World of Shit.
World of Shit, The
Promised
Promised Land, by Morbid Angel.
Oh.
Oh wow, Moogle got it wrong. He said Nassim. You're in the right sort of idea, but no, it was Morbid Angel. All right, the next one is Sack of Shit.
Sack of shit.
Sack of Shit.
Is that by the band Swallowing Shit?
Is there a band called Swallowing Shit?
There totally is.
Amazing.
No thank you.
Gross, but amazing, right? Imagine that, like, you're with your like 3 other friends, and you're like, hey man, we should totally like just make an album. Like we rock. What are we gonna call ourselves? I don't know. Swallowing Shit.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a little music project from a guy named John Zorn. It was called Naked City.
Naked City.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Snoop
If
indeed.
I had to describe Naked City, it would be like taking the idea of like extreme metal but applying it to jazz.
Extreme jazz.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, the next one is Shit House Shuffle. Gotta love that alliteration there. Shit House Shuffle.
That's for starters fun. We are definitely getting
Yeah,
funner.
yeah, exactly.
I
I had fun making the list.
God. This
I'm thinking
feels
disco.
ZSA.
Okay, so I'm going to
Disco.
give you guys a hint. It's a very popular rock band, and this was like a B-side.
Nickelback.
No,
I don't think
I don't.
John
Do
would
you think I have
would have that on
Nickelback in
fucking-
my library? I mean, come on.
Hey, if they have a song called Shit House Shuffle, I'm just saying.
No. It would sound the same as their other songs.
Hey, look at this phone.
Look at this shit. You know. All right, it's Aerosmith.
Oh.
Aerosmith. Yeah.
Are they popular now?
No.
I mean, I don't think they.
No, they're not.
I feel like that
They were very-
category is very. Like, I think that's an accurate category.
Yeah.
Categorization. Sorry, my brain.
The next one is Angry Leftist Bullshit.
Oh boy.
I feel like I know this one.
I feel like the band would be angry to have such a title.
Yeah,
Hmm.
at times, yeah.
Napalm Death?
No, good guess. No, that's Zombie Sneak
Really?
Attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay, this next one was actually when I opened up Music Bee and I wrote shit in the search bar, and this was like the first thing that I saw. So this was my like base of like, what am I going to put above this? What am I going to put below this? It's It's Snot's Shit.
Ew.
Ooh. Again, like we're getting funnier.
Like I saw it. Well, that was the idea, right? I saw it. I'm like, that's okay. First one I see is pretty fucking funny. Snot's shit, you know. Like,
I mean, that just turned me into fucking Porky Pig. So
snot shit. I forgot that I had a song called Snot's Shit in my library because I hadn't listened to these guys in like a long time. But all right, it's Venom is the name of the band.
Venom. Oh, Venom.
Yeah. Okay, this next one is CS, and then in parentheses it says conservative shithead.
Oh, almost sounds like a propaganda title, but I know it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. You guys said the name of this band a little while ago. Yeah,
Napalm Death.
Mogul got, yeah, and Jesse, you're right. Napalm Death.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
All right, so the next one is fuck this shit. I'm going back to Buzzy Bus.
ZSA.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next,
ZSA.
yeah, the next one is mouthful of shit.
God. Oh, swallowing shit. There you go.
I know.
see, like they keep making these great songs.
Mouthful of shit.
I mean, what's the next logical step?
Shitting shit?
I guess I don't know, like a 3-course meal of shit. I don't.
Ew.
I feel like that'd be a good album.
I feel
title.
like Jesse. I feel like you should know this actually.
Oh, really? Mouthful of shit.
I feel like you should know this one.
Huh. I'm going through the roster of funny song titles in my head that I own, and I don't think I don't know. What is it?
It's Chumbawamba.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes.
They are an anarcho-punk band.
Yes, they are. All right, so the next one is See You Later, Shitlords.
Man, I waited to have a sip of water before you said that.
Do a spit take.
Well, they're only going to get funnier from here.
I
so.
know. I thought I had a break. I did not.
Is that also Zombie Sneak Attack?
It is, yes.
Okay.
See you later, shitlords. All right.
Because shitlord sounds like something you say.
I do, yes. The next one is Mantra of Resurrected Shit. Sounds like the name of like a Doom level, right?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, what's this level called? And you hit tab and you look at the map and it says Mantra of Resurrected Shit.
Who would come out with something titled Mantra of Resurrected Shit?
Mm-hmm. All right. No, it does sound like a Megadeth title. Yes, it's the Mantra. Resurrected Shit. Yeah. It's Naked City again.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. All right, the next one is Jazz Snob Eat Shit.
Ooh. Frickin' jazz snobs. I knew some in university.
I mean, if you listen to jazz at all, you've met some jazz snobs, and they are insufferable.
Yeah, I'm just coming up with this at the top of my head. It's no big deal or anything. God!
All right, I'll just tell you that's also Naked City.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
All right, this next one should be...
have a shit-themed album? Like, is that...
No, it's that's the last one by them on here. Okay. We're almost at the end here, so there's only, let's see, this one. I told you, I have less songs with shit than I have with fuck. So this is actually the top 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. And, wait, is it? Yeah. And only one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to just give you the top 5. Okay?
Oh.
And then you're going to tell me which one is not Zombie Sneak Attack.
Oh.
So 4 of the 5 are, or we have a different percentage?
4 of these are Zombie Sneak Attack, and one of them is not.
Oh, okay. That's a better game.
So the first one is Eat My Melted Shit. The next one is Slaughter Shit 10 Game of the Year Edition. Then there's Tingle getting the shit kicked out of him by a trio of inner city teenagers.
Aw.
Shitty Pac-Man for Dicks. And Pro Mental Shit Backwash Psychosis Enema Squad. And then in parentheses it says The Doo-Doo Chasers.
I feel like it's the first one. It has to be the non-ZSA track.
You're saying Eat My Melted Shit is not Zombie Sneak Attack.
No.
Yeah, I'm saying it could be ZSA, but it is decidedly not.
Okay, so that's what... Okay, Jesse, which one are you going to guess is not Zombie Sneak Attack?
What was number 2? The second to
last? The second to last was Shitty Pac-Man for Dicks.
That's my guess. Because I think I've heard you on many occasions say, Eat shit, my melted shit.
Eat My Melted Shit, yeah. Those are both Zombie Sneak Attack.
Damn.
The one that is not Zombie Sneak Attack is the one that I put at the very top of the list. Pro Mental Shit Backwash Psychosis Enema Squad, The Doo-Doo Chasers.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I thought that was so you guys.
I know, right? Now, could you guess who it is? Because you're not going to get it.
Not a chance in hell.
No idea.
Believe it or not, that's Funkadelic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you just got surround sound out of us on that one.
You really did. It was like 5.1. Wow, you know. Yeah, that was funky. Wow. George Clinton was on some weird shit that day.
He sure was.
I just want to say it again. That like when we did the fuck list and the number 1 was motherfucking dick gotta go I don't know where but she takes me there, and I kept saying it over and over. I gotta say this again. Pro Mental Shit Backwash Psychosis Anima Squad, the Doo-Doo Chasers.
Doo-doo chasers.
And that's in parentheses.
Yeah, and what's funny is that the first few words, like everything from Pro Mental Shit Backwash Psychosis is all one long word.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Yeah.
All one word, all one word.
The doo-doo chasers in there at the end.
The
and that
Doo-Doo
just puts
Chasers. Yeah.
That puts it at number 1.
That is
Yeah.
definitely why it's number 1.
That made it for me.
The Doo-Doo Chasers. So what do you guys think?
That is the number 1 of
Yeah.
number 2s.
Just give it a letter grade. I'm not going to rate my own list, but you guys can.
A+.
That was great.
Yeah. We got to come up. I got to come up with something else like that. I mean, we did fucking shit. I don't know. Maybe we could do ass. I don't know.
You know what would probably be really funny? Fart.
Well, let me see if I bring it up
See
right
if there
now.
are any, because I feel
And
like
there's got to be at least a few. Okay, hold on once. There's only one.
Oh, what is it?
It's called. Hold on. Let me bring it up because it's a long one.
Oh.
I was scratching my asshole and farted and poop fell out all over my hand. A country ballad. And that's Zombie Sneak Attack.
I was gonna say that's
No,
poetry.
what's it? I made this song, right? And I wanted to get like some sort of like country music sounding like a banjo thing, right? And I went on like YouTube and I just like typed in like banjo solo, and here I'm gonna play it for you guys. I want you guys to hear this. Now if I just play it, they'll hear it on stream, but I want to stream it to you guys so that you can hear it.
Mm.
So let me stream it to you guys on the Discord.
Oh.
All right, I have it up. You have to join the thing to be able to hear it.
Oh.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. Well, it's only a minute long, but still.
Wait,
Right.
what do I have to join?
You have to join this. I'm streaming
Hover
on
if you go into Discord, hover over
Yeah, my
Necro's
name.
name and then hit join or watch stream.
Yeah. I see Elise. I don't see Jesse yet.
Well, I take forever to do everything all the time, always.
It do be like that sometimes.
I do.
Live? Fuck, I don't know. Just play it.
All right. Well, you know what? Just listen to the stream then. All right, here, I'm going to play it. Oh, wait, that's not it. Hold on.
Hey, y'all heard that new Zombie Sneak Attack record? That was a hoot, y'all.
Amazing.
Almost done.
That was delightful.
Okay, so funny story, because there's more to it than just I made the song. So I said, all of the voices me and all that, and me, hey everybody, you know. So, and I actually had the song playing while I did the noises so that it kind of goes with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I make that, and like I said, I just searched for like banjo solo, and that's how I got the backing track for that, right? And imagine my surprise when, well, let's see, it'll tell me what year did I make this. I made that in 2012.
Wow.
Imagine more than 10 years later, I hear this fucking song in Suikoden.
No.
The banjo song?
Yeah. I had no idea it was from Suikoden. I just thought it was some asshole playing the banjo. And then I'm streaming Suikoden for PlayStation, and I playing that fucking dice minigame that you play to farm money, and that's the song that plays when you're rolling the dice. No. And I'm like, oh my god, I know this song. And I'm like, this is Zombie Sneak Attack. And I'm like,
Wow.
the song was something like I scratched my ass and I pooped on it or something like that, But there you have it. That's yeah. Fart won't work. Now, what if I search for ass?
Yeah, that would be.
See, the problem is that it searches for anything that contains the word ass.
Yeah, so then you'd have to like manually
Yeah.
filter, and
See,
that's
like I get Days of Future Past by the Moody Blues, or Green Green Grass of Home by Johnny Cash. So maybe if I put a space after ass, that might help, right?
Or before ass? Before and after ass?
It didn't help. I put space beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if I search for asshole, there's a lot of songs just called asshole.
the Dennis Leary one.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that, but I have a bunch of. You know what it is? It's a lot of the same thing because I have a lot of bootlegs where the Flaming Lips were opening for Beck, and he has a song called Asshole. So we'll figure something out that I could do, involving song titles that would be funny. It doesn't have to be a curse word. It could be just something that's funny. Anyway, we're going to head over to the submitted lists now.
All right, let's
Time to get
go
submissive.
see what Totally Tubular Jonathan fucked up this week.
I don't know if he's in there. I haven't really looked at it, but we're gonna see.
See if Bort's hit us up.
Well, Bort definitely put some lists in there, but I try not to look at them too much,
Yeah.
All right, I'm scrolling up until I see that emote that marks that I've done that, Damn, Bort went ham. All right. Oh, here we are. Okay. So this is from Bort, and it's submitted from a YouTuber named Raz. My most played games on Steam by total hours. So this person just opened up their Steam library and see what they played the most.
All right.
So let's see what this random person that we don't know played a lot of.
I want to guess Civilization will be a big one.
I mean, if it was me, yeah, but I don't know if this, that's this person's sort of thing. But at number 10,
Yes.
At 55.8 hours is Dark Souls. And it says, played only once at launch with no DLC experience.
Dang.
Yeah.
Get good one way or another.
Yeah. Number 9 is...
Only once for 55 hours?
Well, it's a tough game.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they mean like they didn't replay it. That was just one playthrough rather than one sitting.
Yeah, and they didn't play the DLC. Number 9 for 59.4 hours is Hollow Knight. Completed twice with the True Ending and Grim Troop DLC, but still unfinished Pantheon challenges. Yeah, very few people have finished this Pantheon challenge. Do you guys want to know how many hours I've put into Hollow Knight?
Yes,
Yeah, what's your
actually.
count?
It's a hell of a lot more than 60. Let me just bring it up. All right. 253.7 hours. In
Hey,
Hollow
Dios
Knight.
mío.
Yeah. Number 8 at 78.2 hours is Among Us, a social phenomenon during lockdown, played with gamers and non-gamers alike, but not expected to be revisited. Yeah, its time has come.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're doing a Yakuza Yakuza Among Us now, and I'm like, do I actually have to play this game now? I love Yakuza.
I think it's because Yakuza is popular now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 7 at 82.9 hours is Stardew Valley, inspired by Harvest Moon with one major farm playthrough, but left unfinished at version 1.10, potential future replay.
It's farming.
I have
farming
been
stuff.
every time I've tried to play that game, I end up hating it.
Well,
because
don't play it.
Do the things that I want it to do, and if I want it to do it, I have to mod it into oblivion.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of the fun out of it for me.
Want it so much it becomes the game Oblivion? Wow.
Number 6, this comes with an asterisk because at 93 hours is Far Cry 5. It says a Steam tracking error with real play time closer to 50 hours. Probably left the launcher up or something. Yeah. Number 6 at 98 hours is Tabletop Simulator, mostly used for social deduction games like Secret Hitler and Avalon with old school free mods before restrictions.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I can see somebody getting lost in that. That's fun.
Especially because that's a multiplayer thing for sure.
Absolutely. Number 5 at 102.4 hours is Dark Souls Remastered. Played multiple times with different builds.
They went back for more.
Well, the other one was Dark Souls 3.
Oh, I thought the first one you said was just Dark Souls.
No,
regular.
It was 3. Number 4 at 102.8 hours is PUBG. It's Player Unknown's Battleground. A battle royale experience that captivated the creator, but not something they will ever return to.
Yeah, that's time burned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3 at 117.5 hours, Hades. The only roguelike game that hooked the creator with all achievements earned in anticipation for Hades 2.
Yeah, people are loving it.
Yeah.
Number 2 at 179 hours is The Witcher 3. Played twice with the second run, including all DLC. Still regarded as one of the most impressive RPGs ever made.
Whoa.
I guess.
Okay.
I haven't played
That's
it.
big words.
Mystery Explosion loves it.
And the number one game that this person that I never heard of played the most on Steam is Elden Ring at 286.2 hours, the most played game, but surprisingly, with only one main playing style used, with the creator eager to experiment with new builds.
Well, they got a type.
Yeah.
They like the Dark Souls.
Yeah, they definitely lean towards that kind of thing. You could probably guess what my most played game is, right?
Is it Civilization?
One
of them?
No, not anymore. It's Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Okay.
1,359 and a half hours.
Mamma mia.
And
mine is Terraria with 311.8 hours.
And by the way, that's not counting the original Binding of Isaac before it was Rebirth, and also not counting the fact that I have the game on PlayStation and 3DS.
Listen, it's just how that game works, man.
Just yeah. Just saying. Out of 10, honestly, is this sort of a who cares out of 10? What do I give a shit what this guy does?
Like, congratulations out of 10.
Like, cool story,
I give it a
bro.
C grade out of 10.
Yeah, it's a cool story, bro. You know, like, what do I care how much? I mean,
Tell
maybe
it again.
if this was like some like YouTuber that I'd actually like cared about, maybe. I don't know who Raz is. Well, here's one that board supplied us from a YouTuber named Public Enema Plays.
Oh boy,
that's a funny name. Okay, go on.
Top 10 RPGs that I have to play in 2024. You know, considering it's 2025, we should get a follow-up telling have they played these games or not.
Did you play them? Public Enema Plays?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Well, it says, he included the date for each game he played will be shown. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it does tell us whether or not he's played it or whether it's still in the backlog. Okay, so these aren't numbered or anything, but the first one is Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which he did play in February. Cool. Don't care.
Don't know.
Whatever. Unicorn Overlord, which was Overload would be better, which was played in March, which I've heard a lot of really good things about this, actually.
Mystery Explosion loved that one. He played it like earlier this year. Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
The next one is Octopath Traveler 2, which is still on the backlog. It is also on my backlog. I have not gotten to Octopath 2 yet. It took me forever to beat the first game. Because I streamed it for hours and hours and hours, and then got to the big, terrible post-game boss and lost. And then I tried again at a much higher level, and I lost. And then I didn't play it anymore, and then I started up a new playthrough for YouTube, which I'm still not done uploading because I put Octopath uploads on hold because I realized half of my fucking hard drive was Twitch VODs, and I got to get them uploaded. No, I'm not even joking. I have 2 terabytes of Twitch VODs. I mean, it's less now, but that's why I've been uploading nothing but Twitch VODs.
Damn, dude.
So, haven't gotten to Octopath 2 yet. And yes, I did beat Octopath 1, but I had to get to level 99. It's a tough fucking game. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete is still in this guy's backlog, and considering that they just announced a new version of it, maybe you should just wait.
I'm thinking of playing through that on my stream at some point. Sorry, it's mini plug.
Yeah, I mean this is the he's talking about the PlayStation version, but they're releasing Lunar 1 and 2 remastered. You might want to just wait for that.
Yeah, just hold off.
Yeah,
man.
for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. You didn't Chronicle 100 Heroes, which you did play in April. I kind of want to play this one. It's basically
What's that one?
It's like we got Suikoden at home.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's some of the people that worked on Suikoden made it.
Neato.
Baldur's Gate 3 is still on his backlog, which that's not surprising. That one's a massive undertaking.
Yeah.
People like that.
Chained Echoes is also still on his backlog, so there you go.
Tisk.
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles
know that one.
3 is on his backlog. Hey, it's on mine too. I'm getting to it. I'm still playing 2. I'm streaming 2 every Saturday night.
Is that the one that just came out?
No.
3 or
3 came out a few years ago. The one that just came out is the remake of Xenoblade Chronicles Cross.
okay?
Oh, Cross, not X, whatever.
Well,
My husband is playing that at this moment.
I played it on the Wii U, and it was awesome. I'm going to buy it for the Switch, but I'm not going to stream it. Because I just streamed the Wii U version like a few months ago, you know?
I need a game for me.
But I'm going to buy the Switch version and play it on my own. But I'm still playing 2, and then I still got to play Torn of the Golden Country before I get to 3, so we're getting there. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which he played in February. Is it me, or did he just all these games he played in like February, April, March?
Yeah,
and
like
then
what you playing in the rest of the year, or when is this video from?
Yeah, and then the last one is The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, which he says he played in mid-2024, which makes me think he was probably still playing it when he made that video. Once again, what do I give a shit what this guy's backlog is? It's interesting.
Out of 10.
It's interesting. A little more interesting than the last one, but it wasn't 10. It was 10, I guess. Yeah, I'll give it like a 7 or whatever the fuck.
Clap emoji out of 10.
Clap emoji. Yeah, exactly. What do I care what this guy's backlog is? I mean, it was more interesting to talk about what our backlogs are and whatnot. And how but you know. I don't know about all that. By the way, funny thing, because the Legend of Heroes, I had played the Gargoth trilogy, which was on PSP. Well, I played the first one and the second one, and then I noped out of the third one pretty quickly. But they're not good. But the first one was at least hilarious, and that kept me going. And then the second one, I just kind of slogged through it. It was boring. And the third one, I was like, yeah, this one ain't good either. I'm done. Let's play Dragon Quest. But they just recently announced a remake of the first one.
Oh.
And I'm just like, they're remaking the game that gave us so many memes in my channel, like Don't Tickle Me Bang Bang, and the whole like, what if Team Rocket were straight, that whole thing. But I can't believe they're remaking that game because it wasn't very good. It was just funny.
Maybe it's going to be one of those games where it's crappy, but then they make it great.
I would hope so. Okay, Bort also submitted something from Triple Jump. They make good lists, and this is 10 weirdest things video games have been banned for.
Oh, I like that.
So
okay.
We'll make a game out of this. I will tell you the name of the game and what country banned it, and you guys hazard a guess as to why. And keep in mind that these reasons are supposedly very weird. Although I don't know if it actually lives up to that, so I haven't read this. The first one is EA Sports MMA was banned in Denmark.
Denmark? Do they have very strict blood stuff? No, that wouldn't be weird.
No, that would be a little weird because the MMA games are not exactly like Mortal Kombat or anything, but it's a lot weirder than that. Elise, you want to try a guess here?
Is there a fighter in there that is like banned from the state or from the country of Denmark?
That would be interesting, but no. So apparently it's because of product placement. Denmark has laws against advertising energy drinks.
Interesting.
And there are Rockstar Energy ads in the game, and so it can't be sold in Denmark. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's a
okay.
Weird
That's
one.
a good baseline for where we're going on this, right?
Okay. I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, EverQuest was banned in Brazil.
Wow.
Oh God, online multiplayer MMO.
That's
It's
EverQuest.
gotta be weird, right? It can't be like normal banning.
Yeah.
It's pretty strange. It's not as strange as the energy drink thing, but it's pretty strange.
Is there a law against, I don't know, maybe banning of certain words, and you could name yourself a certain word? I don't know.
Nah, because they would just filter that. It's an online thing. Okay, so what happened here is that a judge banned the sale of this because he felt that it would lead to moral corruption because you could do both good and bad things in EverQuest.
Yeah, but
Wow.
it's in a video game.
I know. I didn't say it was normal. Okay. Animal Crossing New Horizons was banned in China.
Oh, I know this one actually.
You know it.
Go for it.
There's customization options, and the Chinese were using it to do like political messaging.
That's exactly correct.
Oh shit!
That's exactly
That's a good
correct.
idea.
That's exactly correct. They were sending
I remember
messages of a political nature, and the government said no.
Damn, any port in a storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fallout 3 was banned in India.
Ooh,
With the caveat that it wasn't actually banned, but that the Microsoft, who was the publisher, decided not to sell it in India.
is there some tasteless thing with India in the game, perhaps?
No, I mean
Yeah,
it
I
takes
don't remember
it takes
where that one takes place.
takes place in the United States. All the Fallout games do.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
I thought you said Far Cry.
No, Fallout.
mind.
Fallout. All right, I'm gonna tell you. It's because there's mutant cows in the game.
Ooh, cows, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can.
So they were concerned
see
that it
that.
might cause offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Here's a very recent one. Final Fantasy 16 was banned in Saudi Arabia.
I'm trying to remember anything about this game.
It's not a very memorable game, is it? People
No,
they play
it
it,
was-
and as they're
it was
playing
quite
it,
enjoyable.
but that's the
damn
thing.
thing.
But that's the thing. People play it and they be like, "Yes, this is awesome," and then 10 minutes after they're done, they're like, "I don't remember a damn thing."
Yeah, it's like the
I don't
Avatar
even
movies.
know what it's about.
Yeah. Okay, so it's because of a same-sex romance. That's all it is. Square Enix was asked to censor a same-sex romance scene. They said no.
No.
Banned in Saudi
Good
Arabia.
for
yeah.
Square Enix.
Yeah, WT got it. The protagonist is allowed to be gay. Injustice: Gods Among Us was banned in 2 countries, the UAE and Kuwait as well. And the rationale here is incorrect, by the way. I'll correct it. I actually know the real reason.
Oh, okay. Well, first, what is the rationale? I can't even think. Is it because made it like the idea of superheroes is too far fetched or something?
What they're claiming is because it has gods in the title, but that's not what happened.
What happened?
Okay, so they were told that they couldn't use gods in the title, and they were gonna change it to Injustice: The Mighty Among Us. But they were banned anyway because of cleavage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, titties.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fighting game. Wonder Woman's in it. You get where I'm going here with that, right? There you go. Okay, here's another 2 for Mortal Kombat 11 was banned in Indonesia and Ukraine.
A weird reason.
Yeah.
Not enough blood.
No, it's weird. It's weird, though.
God, I'm racking my brain. What?
Because you could use costume objects that you could get in the gacha to make yourself look like a Russian.
Is it
Soviet
shit?
So you could get a few Soviet inspired items, and those are banned in both Indonesia and Ukraine.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, Pokemon, the entire franchise, is banned in Saudi Arabia. And there's actually there's 2 reasons.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is it evolution?
Evolution is one of the reasons.
Is it because it has spooky ghosts in it?
No.
Oh.
The other reason is a lot stranger than that.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna say it and you're gonna be like, huh? They claimed that it's Zionist propaganda.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Huh?
Wait. Where do you? What?
Huh?
Guys, my Blastoise is part of the IDF.
You gotta dig pretty deep, man.
Tell that to Uri Geller. Maybe he would have dropped that stupid lawsuit earlier, right?
Huh?
He was claiming that it was anti-Semitic. That Pokemon was anti-Semitic, and also that they were ripping off his likeness.
Yeah, I thought it was more the latter than the former.
Oh, it's both. He said it was a whole apparently, the Pokemon Kadabra was was anti-Semitic and also somehow based off of him.
Which the spoon bending.
Wow.
The spoon bending is part of it, but did Kadabra's name in Japanese sounds like Uri Geller?
Yeah, I thought it was Alakazam.
No, it was Kadabra, which is why in the card game there were no Kadabra cards and only Abra and Alakazam.
It's just a play on. Yeah. It's just a play on those magic words.
But in Japanese they have different names, and the one for Kadabra sounds like Uri Geller. And I love WT's reaction. This guy ain't dead yet. This guy sucks. I hate him. All right. Football Manager 2005 was banned in China.
Oh, because it recognized what is it?
Tibet.
As a separate country or something.
Not only that, but also Taiwan and Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Which are pretty much the three.
The
three buttons you can press to piss off the Chinese government. And I guarantee you that anybody looking for a soccer simulator game in China does not fucking care, but the government does. And our final one, The Witcher 2, was banned in Australia.
Well, I know Australia bans a lot of gambling games that are targeted towards kids. I know clearly The Witcher isn't a kids game.
Australia bans more video games than any other country.
Yeah.
And it's because up until kind of recently, they didn't have an 18+ rating. So if you didn't meet the criteria for 15+, you were not allowed to sell your game in Australia unless it was censored. However, they do now have an 18+ rating, so it doesn't happen anymore. But consider, this is weird.
Well, that's what I thought it was maybe got banned for. What's that card game they play?
Oh, yeah.
Who? Oh, I don't know. I've never played The Witcher.
There's a card game they play in The Witcher.
It became its own game, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not that, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that. It's because there's prostitution in it.
It's because nobody had an Australian accent in it. Actually, I can't say that. There could be.
Thank you.
Gwent sounds like a term like a guitarist would use. I'm gonna add a little more.
It's like gent.
Yeah, like gent. Yeah, exactly. It's because there's prostitution. That's all it is.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this was a good one. It was interesting.
A good one. And I don't want any fucking cheap viewers, especially not from a bot named Rye. Rye bread is gross. Get fucked.
I want the most expensive viewers that exist.
For real. Thank you, Moogle. How many was this? 10? 10 out of 10. Excellent. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. 9 out of 10 for being factually incorrect about Injustice.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah.
It's a good thing I knew the story there.
I still say 10 because it led to you telling us.
That is true.
That's true. That's true.
It's a research failure because the real reason is weirder. You know what I mean? Exactly. Thankfully, I just happen to know that because I'm such a fighting game fan and a DC Comics fan.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one from board. Oh, it's totally W. Jonathan. 15 disappointing games from Totally Tubular Jonathan. Let's find out what games disappointed. Now let's take a little wager here. Is this going to be just the same 15 disappointing games that every other YouTuber puts on their list, or is this just going to be
totally Tubular Jonathan?
Yeah, or is it going to just be like, this is what Jonathan didn't like?
I think it's just going to be a hodgepodge.
I think we have an equal opportunity of it being either.
Well, I'm not looking at it yet. I'm like looking at the other monitor because I'm trying not to see what's on it. But I think it's just going to be like the same old shit. It's going to be like Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem Forever sucked. Yes, we know. All right, let's see. Well, I'm right already. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Yeah, we know.
Mm-hmm.
like the opening screen is all that came on the disc.
I know. And then once you got this like massive thing downloaded, it wasn't even good.
Nope.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
I will give it, if you happen to have this game on Steam and you're willing to mod it, they do have mods that fix the game.
Okay.
Including they can't really make the graphics better like they were in the fake demos that were put out, but they fixed the enemy AI at least.
Well, that helps.
Good mod.
Yeah. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. See, this is the first thing on here that I think is more disappointing than just outright terrible. Although I could see if you're a big fan of Tony Hawk or if you were looking forward to Aliens Colonial Marines, you would be disappointed. But those games are just objectively fucking dog shit.
Yeah. So is this one that's playable? Just
it's just maybe you were hoping for it to be better, you know? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Oh man.
I never even saw footage of this. I just didn't care.
It's that bad.
It's so bad. And it's like from such a great developer that made really amazing games, and then to see them debase themselves with this live service bullshit.
Massive disappointment.
Terrible. Shenmue 3.
Hey, called it.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
There was no way that game was going to live up to the hype.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah. But I feel like that's one of those that maybe if you go back now with like a less hyped mind, it might be fine.
That's the best way to play any Shenmue game.
Yeah.
You can't go in expecting the world. Star Fox Zero, which I haven't played, but I honestly I was disappointed by the trailer. I was like, oh, they remade Star Fox 2? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
I got that for free when I got my Wii U. I've never played it.
Yeah, it's just sort of there. Redfall. I'm not familiar with this game.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It says it's a co-op shooter with an open world that is dull, and apparently it's just not that great. And it's made by Arcane Studios, so you would kind of expect it to be good.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
this one sounds like genuinely disappointing then.
Like, hey, you know, I like Dishonored. Let me get this. Oh, you know. Crackdown 3. Yeah, I guess I've heard that one wasn't really all that great.
I'm not into the Crackdown series, so I'll take their word for it.
Mighty Number 9 is an interesting one because I will maintain that I don't think it's a bad game, but it is certainly a letdown.
It's one of those disappointing ones, like you said. Yeah.
I feel like this is truly disappointing.
Mighty Number 9 is a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
And it should have been a 10 out of 10, considering how much fucking money was shoveled at it and how much it was hyped up.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like that one suffered a lot from YouTuber hype syndrome. Because everybody was so fucking excited about Mighty Number 9. It was like the only thing people were talking about in certain spheres for a while, and then it comes out and it's fine. But they didn't want fine. They wanted,
they were like, where the fuck did the $4 million go? That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there were two things that made this fail miserably. The first is that apparently most of that money went to producing an anime that never came out.
Yeah, like Red Ash, I think it was called.
No, I'm talking about they were going to make a Mighty Number 9 anime TV show.
Oh.
And it never came out. You're thinking of that Mega Man Legends thing that he was working on. That it looked like Mega Man Legends, but it was called something else.
Oh, okay.
And that fizzled because he didn't get backing for it. The other reason is they tried to release Mighty Number 9 on every single fucking console known to man.
Yeah. It was like the multi-plat game.
Yeah. So you've spread your development out, through, I counted it up once, 11 consoles.
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. Just release it on whatever is the latest PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo thing, and Steam.
Did they have it on Nintendo handheld too? Like, did it release for 3DS?
It was.
They were gonna.
They released it for the Vita, Elise.
Oh God, who cares about the Vita?
I fucking bought one, but I wanted to play East 4.
I know, my husband has one too. So
I still have my Vita. It's right here.
It was a fantastic way to play PlayStation 1 games on the go. Payday 3. I think most of the issues with Payday 3 was the server problems, right?
Oh, just bad connections all around.
Yeah. Saints Row reboot. Yeah, nobody liked it.
nope.
It was a game that pleased no one.
Fuck, I didn't even know it released.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Boy, did I call this that Duke Nukem Forever would be on this list. It's almost disappointing that the game wasn't even mediocre. Like, when I played it, I went into it with it can't really be that bad.
Right.
It was. It was worse.
Well,
it's just so dull.
Yeah.
So
like on one hand, like, yes, it's a disappointment because just that's what development hell does.
It took 14 years. I mean, when it takes 14 years to make a game, it should at least be fun. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be amazing, but if you play it and you're just like, I'd rather be, scratching my balls with the Brillo pad, maybe not.
I'll play Duke Nukem on my Windows 3.1.
Dead Rising 4, yeah.
Was that disappointing?
Huh. Yeah, nobody liked it. No Man's Sky is an interesting one because this was... They promised you the world, like Peter Molyneux, and delivered you basically nothing, like Peter Molyneux.
But what about now?
But then they turned it around. He is specifying the launch version here, but they turned it around. It took them years, but they did turn it around.
Yeah. I feel like that's another YouTuber hype syndrome one, too.
Yeah.
Yes. They overpromised, underdelivered.
Something called Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
Oh, my favorite of the series.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Solar Crown. Pokemon Battle Revolution.
What's that one?
It's on the Wii. It's
the one for Wii.
It's basically Pokemon not Coliseum. It's like Pokemon. What do you call them? Stadium. Yeah. But without the mini games. Which was the fun part. Just the battle part. It was great if you wanted to run Gen 4 battles online with friends and you didn't want to look at DS graphics, I guess. But after Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness, we kind of expected a story mode.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's one that I would like to go back and play, XD Gale of Darkness. I heard really good things about that one.
I just played through Coliseum not super long ago, me and EB together. So at some point we'll probably do XD Gale. We're in the middle of that Digimon RPG, but EB's been, out of commission for a while, so it'll be a while before we get it. But then again, like I said, I'm not uploading Let's Plays right now anyway, because I'm just like, I got to get my hard drive in order here. Sonic Forces. What? A Sonic game that's disappointing? No.
Get out of here.
Totally Tubular Jonathan. Totally Tubular Jonathan. What's disappointing is that you expected anything from a Sonic game.
Finger on the pulse of gaming.
For real. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Maybe the one after that.
No, the one after that was good.
Wait, what was the one?
Ground Zeroes was essentially a demo that they sold for $40.
What's the one I'm thinking of? The shitty one after the big release.
Metal Gear Survive?
Survive.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm talking about that. Metal Gear Solid 5 was divided into two games. There was Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. And basically, the Phantom Pain was an excellent, if unfinished, game, and Ground Zeroes was a demo that they made you pay $40 for. And it was one level.
That's awful.
And it better have been one huge-ass level.
And I remember there was a YouTuber that I watched at the time that said, why didn't they just include this as a free demo that comes with Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2? I was like, oh,
that would make sense.
Duh. Like, yeah, that would have worked. People would have been like, this is cool.
Well, weren't they breaking up with Kojima at the time or something?
They were forcing him out, yeah. And the last one on here is Crash Team Rumble.
Team Rumble? What's that one?
It's another live service thing.
Bleh.
Yeah. Womp womp womp. Out of 15, well, this is pretty much what I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's very totally tubular Jonathan coded.
Yeah, but he's not like wrong. That's the one thing
not.
that there's
some that are correct.
He's just going for the low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I like it more when he's wrong because that's funny.
Yeah.
But as
how
I'm
many
saying,
of them were actually disappointing to him rather than?
Yeah, I wonder how many of these he actually played. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of genres represented here. There's not a lot of overlap between Metal Gear Solid and what was that? Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
Solar Crown.
You know, and and then Tony Hawk. 7. I'm just middle of the road. Blah.
Yeah, it feels like it needs to be mediocre, like the list was.
Yeah.
You want some real controversy now? Here's one that Alice submitted from The Gamer. And this is their top 10 best Western RPGs.
Ruh-roh.
Let's see how great that is.
Yeehaw! Let's get Western.
No, not that kind of
That
Western.
one section in Live a Live.
No,
yeah.
Not that kind of Western, you guys. As in, made by American.
Red Dead
or
Redemption
European.
2.
I ain't that thick.
Sorry.
Red Dead Redemption 2, not an RPG. Okay.
I know, it's a different
All right.
Western.
Number 10 is Deus Ex, which, it's a good game. Excellent.
Game. It's a good game.
Yeah. Number 9, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be in the first time.
I paused there because I know y'all would be like, yes, yeah. Oh.
So close.
No. What? 2?
No.
Not 1?
What are 2?
Number 8.
Okay.
Number 8 is where they fail completely. Planescape Torment.
Oh, I don't know
I've
that
never even
one.
heard of this game. Which
I've heard of
means
it.
that
I don't know it,
obviously one of the best Western RPGs.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the greatest RPGs of all time, according to the most insufferable people in the world.
Oh.
It is the type of game that thinks that if there's a lot of writing, that people will mistake it for good writing.
Oh.
No.
So it's incredibly verbose,
Melodramatic.
amazingly pretentious, up its own ass. Just if there was a subreddit for this game, well, there is, and it's called "I Am 15 and This Is Deep."
I gotta read that.
Yeah, it's just
Spark across the board.
Yeah. And like I said, the people who love this game and talk about it being a masterpiece are the most insufferable motherfuckers in the world. Number 7 is Mass Effect 3.
Oh, the one where they changed the ending.
Look, all I could say...
Again, I couldn't, the first 2, sure, I could hear that.
Mass Effect 2 would have been the correct answer, but...
Yeah, everybody raves about 2.
All I could say is at least they didn't say Andromeda, because that would have been really amazingly stupid. Number 6 is The Witcher 3. That's fine. Yeah.
People like it.
Okay, sure.
Here's where it gets a little weird, and I don't mean that this is a bad game. This is just I'm saying this being at number 5 is strange because number 5 is Skyrim.
Oh shit, that should be higher.
You kind of expect that to be number 1 or 2.
Yeah, closer to number 1, I mean. Sorry.
So then we start to say after this, is this really better than Skyrim?
Yeah, it's better than Skyrim.
Considering that number 4 is Fallout New Vegas. I would say
like New Vegas, but I definitely
this is a good
like
game.
bad games.
It is a good game, but
Fallout fans love it.
It is not. It should not be the only Fallout game on the list. Because it is, and it definitely should not be higher than Skyrim.
Oh, well.
Number 3 is... Okay, number 3... This is the only one that I would say, yes, I could see putting this above Skyrim, even though it's kind of a different genre, so they're not really comparable. But Dragon Age Origins is amazing, yes.
Oh.
Love that game. Disco Elysium is number 2. I haven't played it. I've heard it's amazing. We'll go with that. And then Baldur's Gate 3. I want to say I'd take their word for it. I haven't played it. But they're assholes. So I question it.
Like, if anybody else made this list and put that there, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, but they've kind of poisoned the well with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 and Planescape Torment and Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
That was always my least favorite browser, Planescape Navigator.
And Fallout New Vegas, like I said, I could see it being number 10.
Maybe.
I could see it being on the list, but not that high.
And with Fallout 3 or 4 being higher.
Right.
But what the fuck? Out of 10, I could see why Alice submitted this with the thinking emoji. Yeah, it's like a 3.
Oh shit!
Like
3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. Because they got 3 that absolutely should be on here, and then the others are all sort of questionable.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up that 3.
Yeah.
Hit it up style.
All right, Bort gave us a triple jump list. The 10 most bizarre alternate endings in video games.
Now, we have already had a good triple jump list, so let's see if this continues.
Yeah. Well, usually triple jump is pretty solid.
Yeah.
So, weird alternate endings. First thing that comes to my mind is that Silent Hill 2 with the dog.
The dog, yeah.
that was hilarious. So you're the one behind this, you know.
And it's got the arp.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is from The House of the Dead 3, The Zombie Car Thief. A zombie unexpectedly steals the protagonist's car and drives away despite zombies never showing such intelligence before.
See you later, shitlord.
See you later, shitlord.
Good callback.
Undertale, the annoying dog becomes president. A secret ending where the annoying dog takes over the underground, doing nothing except sleeping on the throne.
I mean, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. The annoying dog represents the developer, too. That's what's funny about it. From Far Cry 4, enjoy the Crab Rangoon. I actually know about this. So in the very beginning of Far Cry 4, you meet like the main villain, and he tells you just hang tight for a minute, I'll be right back. And then you're supposed to leave and go play the game. But if you actually sit in that room for 10 minutes, he comes back and the game just sort of like ends. Like he puts you on a boat and you leave the island and that's it.
Yeah, just hang tight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
From Nier Automata, I ate a mackerel. The protagonist can eat a fish that paralyzes and kills them, resulting in an instant game over. That's not so much. That's not an ending. That's just you died.
Yeah.
Unless there's it's a different kind of game over?
Well, that would be what they call a non-standard game over.
Okay.
But
Well,
I don't know. Maybe it's something like, I don't know about Nier Automata because I've never played it, but maybe the ending is playable like a Dragon Quest game and you can just somehow die during it.
Oh, maybe.
Disgaea 2, Laharl's Tantrum. If the player defeats a powerful character they weren't supposed to, he destroys the entire planet in a tantrum, triggering an early ending. That's
awesome.
It's kind of a dick move, but I wonder if they put that in there to stop people like using like Game Shark or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to level myself to $9.99.
Yeah. From The Outer Worlds, apparently there's an ice cream ending. If the player's intelligence stat is too low, they can refuse all major quests and just focus on eating ice cream instead. Fantastic.
That's pretty funny.
That is good.
By the way, anyone who's ever played a Fallout game, you should at least once try to do a low intelligence run because it's hilarious. Because everybody talks to you like you're like a monkey.
Oh.
The Stanley Parable, the game's ending. If the player disobeys the narrator enough times, that they are transported to other video games like Minecraft and Portal.
Yep.
That's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. The first one, when I stopped, I have the game. When I stopped listening to the narrator, he was just like, you know what? I'm out of here, and he just leaves. and you can't do anything anymore. He's like, you know what? Fuck you.
That's funny. Hollow Knight's Mr. Mushroom. It's not really an alternate ending. A mysterious talking mushroom launches into space after players find him in 7 locations. It's actually just a cutscene that will play during the ending if you meet the criteria for it.
Isn't that an alternate ending, technically?
It's an alteration to... Because Hollow Knight has a few different endings, and the Mr. Mushroom thing can happen in any of them. It's like something like right before the credits, it'll just show him blasting off into space.
Okay.
Chrono Trigger's Memory Lane ending, which out of all the alternate endings is definitely the funniest one. It's where Marl and Luca come out and they try to have this like memory lane thing, but they just wind up ranking how hot all the guys are.
Yeah.
It's also the only ending or the only part in the game period where Chrono actually has a line of dialogue.
Yeah, he speaks.
Yeah. And finally, it had to be on here, Silent Hill 2's dog ending.
Yeah.
He just goes into this fucking control room and there's this Shiba Inu fidgeting with knobs and levers, and he's like, so you're what's behind this. You know? And then it's like...
The end.
I think the Hollow Knight thing is a bit of a cop-out. But other than that, this was really good. I
would count it personally.
I don't know. That's like saying that, like, you know, whether or not Luca's mom's legs were fixed is an alternate ending in Chrono Trigger. You know what I mean? Because the only difference is whether she's standing or sitting.
It's counts.
Like, in that case, Chrono Trigger has thousands of alternate endings because there's so many different little details that could be different during the standard ending. You know what I mean? It's just kind of wild, but 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm counting it.
Thought this was a good list.
It was good, yeah. What are you rating it though?
Oh, don't ask me out of 20.
No, it's out of 10.
Sorry, don't ask me out of 10.
Oh, come on, give me a number. Just throw a number. The points
9.5.
There we go. The points are made up and none of this shit matters.
That's true.
9 3/4.
Here's one that Bort submitted from a YouTuber with a fantastic name of Pelvic Gaming.
Nice.
Oh, I know that person.
Oh.
Not personally, but I'm actually familiar with this person.
So,
do they just pelvic thrust throughout the whole video?
Yeah, I need to know.
I believe she also goes by Lady Pelvic.
Oh.
Is there a specific reason why the pelvic theme?
I never picked up on it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
Maybe you need to watch her channel trailer or some shit.
Yeah.
Who makes channel trailers? 11 JRPG villains you need to know. So it's just the best villains in JRPGs with no order.
Sure.
Okay. So the first one is Adachi from Persona 4. A seemingly goofy detective who turns out to be the real murderer, manipulating others to carry out his crimes.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers for a game, for a 90-hour game. You'll certainly forget by the time you get through Persona 4.
Probably.
From Nier Replicant, the Shadow Lord. I haven't played this game, so
more like Shitlord.
I do know the twist that he's the protagonist from the original Nier, though.
What a twist.
Yeah, what a twist.
What a twist.
From Tales of Berseria, the Velvet Crow. Yeah, so she's sort of more of an anti-hero than anything, which made it interesting. But there you go.
Okay.
Next up, from Fire Emblem Three Houses, if we have Edelgard. So I like Edelgard. I haven't actually played this game, but I've watched Let's Plays of it. I like Edelgard because he's sort of like the Killmonger of the Fire Emblem series. Where it's like,
sympathize?
Yes, absolutely. Like, I absolutely agree with you, but dog, you're doing too much. Like,
you're being extra.
Yeah, just reel it in a little, you know. Eve from Parasite Eve.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. She's
All
like,
right.
what if we threw hands at the sperm bank?
And mitochondria everywhere.
The powerhouse of the cell.
Yes, of course. Mother from Wild Arms. You know, Wild Arms is really funny because you play like, oh, it's like a you know, a JRPG, like a Final Fantasy Dragon Quest type game, but they're cowboys, but there's also like robots and stuff. It's like this weird anime Western thing, and then it's like, what is the villain? An eldritch horror from beyond the stars. You know what I mean? It's like, what is going on? Like, why is it basically Lady Cthulhu? You know?
Yeah, but that's kind of cool.
It's like they remembered that, like, well, yes, we're doing a Western, but we didn't forget that it's a JRPG.
Yeah.
Miria from Breath of Fire. I'm assuming they're talking about Miria as in Miria from the whole series and not just specifically from the first game, because she kind of appears out of nowhere at the end of the first game and doesn't have much character. And from the description, they're really more describing Breath of Fire 3, so I would say that's correct. Kuja from Final Fantasy 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinda cool.
I mean, he kind of was what if Sephiroth but different?
Like a different spin on the same flavor.
Yeah, because they were going for the same sort of like Greek tragedy sort of feeling, a little bit more Shakespeare than Oedipus, but still you know, same ball, different wall is what I'm getting at.
Ooh. I like that phrase.
Porky Minch from Earthbound and Mother 3. I so don't care. I get it. He's a horrible little brat that does horrible little things because he's an asshole.
Yeah, but then boy does he escalate.
Yeah.
A lot.
There's from between
wait, a different spin.
Earthbound and Mother 3, it definitely like ups the ante.
See, I haven't played Mother 3, so I can't comment. I played the first two and I didn't really care for the second one. I know everybody loves it, but I didn't like it. But
I liked Mother 3 better personally.
Yes.
Well, everybody says that one's better.
I like that it's music based.
Luca Blight from Suikoden 2. So he's one of the most pure evil characters that I ever remember seeing in an RPG. Like you just hate the shit out of Luca Blight. And what's interesting is that, in my opinion, and this is why everybody says Suikoden 2 is the best game in the series, I stand firm that Suikoden 1 is the best game in the series. And the reason is because while Suikoden 2 comes out really fucking hot out the gate, hits you with all the emotional impacts right away, builds up to this amazing battle where you have 3 different parties all fighting Luca Blight.
Oh.
And then you finally kill him, and there's still 15 hours of gameplay left.
Oh my god,
wow.
What?
And you're like, where are they going to go with this? Everything led up to this point. What happens next? And honestly, what happens next is a whole bunch of fucking bullshit.
Oh.
And I felt that Suikoden 2 fell apart after Luca died because he was the compelling villain of the series, and killing him off 2/3 through the game might have been a tactical error on Konami's part.
Oh, a disappointing denouement.
Oh, a terrible denouement. And it's sort of like another game that did this, although this game's not as good as Suikoden 2, was Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, which was a remake of another game, but it decided to add a whole lot of content after what was supposed to be the ending, and it took a game that was already kind of mid and made me hate it.
Bummer. Yeah. Gotta hate that.
And the final one is Zanza from
Zanzibar.
Zanza the Divine from Xenoblade Chronicles. Out of all the games where you fight God, this is the one where he's the biggest asshole. Like, it's interesting because when you first meet Zanza, about maybe a third into the game, you're thinking, this guy seems all right. And then the next time you meet him, you're like, oh, goddamn, he's evil as shit. Like, this dude is next level evil, you know? And the fight with him is extremely fucking satisfying. He's not very challenging, but it's a spectacle. It's visually a spectacle. The music, the theme song "Zons of the Divine" is amazing. There's a few different phases. The craziest is the first phase, because as you're fighting him, there's this mechanic in Xenoblade 1 where, because your main character is seeing visions of the future. And when you get a vision of an attack, the game tells you, this is the attack that's going to come out, this is who's being targeted, and this is how much damage it's going to do. And there's a countdown timer where you have time to try to mitigate it, block it, dodge it, do something, right?
Okay.
Change targets, figure something out that's going to stop this from happening. Or sometimes it's like, oh, he's going to hit Ryan for 1 damage, that's fine, because Ryan's the tank, and you just let it happen. But you get a vision, and what it tells you is the target is the world and the damage is infinite.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. So at that point, it's like, oh, what do I fucking do now? You have to stagger him to stop it from happening.
Oh.
You just do a combo to knock him off his feet. But then, then there's a long cutscene and you fight him again. It's like I said, it's not a very hard boss, but wow, what a spectacle it was. Out of 11, a few of these are games that I haven't played, but most of them are games that I was at least somewhat familiar with. 10 out of 11?
Yeah, I think I could agree with that one.
7 out of 11. It was okay.
I kind of respect the restraint of not putting Kefka on the list.
Mm.
It's a very Kefka-esque move.
Because I feel like everybody who makes the top RPG villains puts Kefka on it, and it's sort of like, yes, we know.
Yeah.
But highlighting
I feel like that's the kind of thing you need to put Kefka in a category of his own and then just take it from there.
Yeah, this is sort of like highlighting some lesser known ones that are interesting that we don't already know, Okay. What do we have next? Let me scroll down here.
Gave me a chance to say Zanza.
Zanza. This is from Bort, and it's somebody named Rocket Sloth. Game devs that screwed up.
Okay.
These game devs just made some weird mistakes and ended up messing up in some way. It's very descriptive.
Yeah.
Sounds like Moogle trying to explain a dream he had. Right, Moogle? Okay, the first one is, there's no numbers and I have no idea how many are on here, but the first one is Splinter Cell, the PAL version. A spelling mistake was on the cover of the game.
Oh no.
So, oh god, it's not just a spelling error. The title of the game in the PAL region was Tom Clancy's Splitner Cell.
No.
That's amazing.
Splitner Cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if the Wii version of Okami is going to be on here. They put out a version of the box art that actually you could see the IGN watermark on.
Ooh, that's tacky as hell.
Yeah. I know. They were like, where's our asset? I don't know. Just get it off IGN.
Yikes.
Halo 2, the $500,000 ass error incident. I don't know.
Error?
So I actually heard about this. So apparently there was a file, because this is an Xbox game. You could put it in your computer and see the files, and there was it was like ass.error. There was a file called ass.error in it.
Okay.
And it was apparently an image file that if you opened it with, whatever image software you have, it was some guy's fucking ass.
Whoa.
And
that's pretty funny.
Yeah. So apparently,
what is a .error file?
It doesn't. No, that's just what they named the file. It's nothing.
Oh.
it was a JPEG. But anyway, apparently they ran into trouble because even though you would never see that in the game, the fact that it was on the disc, but not reported to the ESRB. There was issues there.
Naked bum bum.
So they had to remove it, which there was a recall, and it cost a lot of money.
Like, why do it at all? Yeah. Why risk it just to go, ha ha, look what we did?
Here's the game that me and EV are in the middle of, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, which apparently had a terrible English translation full of grammatical errors, nonsensical dialogue choices, and gender inconsistencies. But we're playing like the remaster on Steam, so I'm guessing it doesn't have any of that.
Bummer.
It was originally a Vita game, so yeah. You know what the thing is? The Vita was the perfect place to play like RPGs that never would have come out in Japan, out of Japan, but that they got some like, you know, fucko translator to do real fucking fast, you know. Star Fox 64, the planet name confusion. So they're just talking about how in the original Star Fox, Fortuna was a jungle planet, but then in Star Fox 64, it was a snowy wasteland. And this was due to a translation error. I would have assumed that, you know, like, I don't know, different parts of the planet might look different.
Yeah. I thought they were just rewriting it. This is what it is now.
Star Fox 64 is technically a remake of Star Fox.
I know, but just like, no, this is what we want it to be now.
Yeah. Apparently it was a translation error, so. Halo Infinite, the Bonobo Juneteenth incident. This doesn't sound good.
Oh, I don't like this already.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
A special Juneteenth theme emblem was accidentally named Bonobo, which is a type of ape, which, as you can imagine, people might have been a little upset at that.
Ooh, tugging on your shirt. Good.
Ooh, that's a bad idea. Red Dead Online, the game-breaking updates. A patch accidentally removed all NPCs and animals, leaving players alone in an empty world. Imagine a game in the Red Dead series that you can't ride a horse because there ain't any.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Start riding each other.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my.
Fatal Frame's U.S. release had a fake based on a true story tagline.
No.
Oh, no.
Who would believe that?
That'd be funny if it just said based on a story.
Oh my god, that would be funny.
That would be better.
That's like saying this is one of the lists of all time.
Yes,
this is one of the lists of all time.
Mega Man Battle Network 4 had one of the worst translations ever. The localization was full of bizarre grammar mistakes, like you are father, and I heard all about it. Let me try to say that sentence again because it's difficult. You are father, and I heard all about it.
Like you are instead of your, the wrong your?
Yeah. No, but it's spelled out as you are, not even your.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
the
word your would be correct here, but they expanded the contraction, which is the wrong your.
Exactly.
Wow, that's ballsy.
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D had the 9-to-5 boulder glitch. To patch an odd exploit, Nintendo placed a large boulder to block a shortcut in the 3DS remake. However, the boulder only appeared during the daytime, meaning the glitch still worked at night, making the fix useless.
Yeah, I exploited it.
Of course you did. Myth 2 Soul Blighter, the unusual bug that erased hard drives. That sounds terrifying.
Yes.
If the game was installed in the root directory, that makes you a dumbass, I think. Uninstalling it would delete the entire hard drive. Yeah, because that's how uninstalls work. They delete the folder that... Why would you install something to the root drive?
That seems...
You're a dum-dum.
That's you deserve it at that point. That's like those people in chat rooms that would ask how to do something. You tell them Alt plus F4.
Yep. There you go. Aw, shit.
Wow. The Virtual Boy. Just the Virtual Boy, a console that gave players headaches. Nintendo released a red monochrome VR console that caused eye strain and migraines. To be fair to the creator of the Virtual Boy, which is a fellow by the name of Gunpei Yokoi, it was a prototype that he begged them not to release as is.
Mm.
They needed to wait for it to cook a little longer until it became the 3DS.
It was a prototype. It was not supposed to be released in that state. He told them it wasn't ready. They used red LEDs simply because they were the cheapest LEDs you can get at the time.
Yeah.
It was just a mess. And then they blamed him for it.
Yeah, he was like shamed and shit. Yeah. It's not fair.
He had to leave the company. He went to go work for Bandai.
Yeah.
And then he died, which was a shame. I mean, not that had anything to do with it. It was just a car accident, but still. Okay. Double Dragon 3, the Bimmy and Jimmy translation error.
Lol, Bimmy.
I mean, spelling errors in 8-bit games happen. Bad translations happen. This is the main characters of the series, and this is the third game in the series.
Bimmy.
And it's definitely a shitty one, too.
Yeah. See, I could never use the Virtual Boy WT because of my migraines, but I have emulated several of the games in a way that I could play them in black and white, like a Game Boy.
Like the grayscale one?
Yeah. And I've played Virtual Boy Wario Land, and it's fucking awesome. Jack Brothers, good time. You know?
That top 40 list of all the Virtual Boy games, they're all Wario Land.
Yeah, every single one was Wario Land, yeah. I remember that. Okami for the Wii, the IGN watermark.
There we go.
Yeah, you called it.
Dope. Resident Evil Revelations on the 3DS. Yeah, the spine had it spelled Revelations.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's as bad as Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell, yeah. That is pretty. They're both pretty bad. Yeah. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, here we are. Marvel's Avengers. I guess the whole game, right? A patch that doxed players. A 2021 patch accidentally displayed players' IP addresses on screen, exposing personal data.
My God.
To be fair, other people having your IP address is not that much of a problem.
Yeah.
You know, but.
It's not, but also at the same time, like
it
there shouldn't be something that does that.
No, it should not do that. If you're communicating with somebody online, and you really want their IP address, it is very easy to get, insanely easy to get. And like WT said, the best that you're getting is like a vague idea of where they might be located. The European. Release of Imagine Babies had stock photos in it that had watermarks.
Hey,
lazy.
Yeah, I mean, too cheap to pay for the photos, too lazy to edit out the watermarks. Galgun Double Piece, which was rated E for everyone by mistake.
No,
now, I don't know if you've ever played a Galgun game, but it's like the horniest game ever.
I've seen a friend who worked on that game.
Like basically the idea is that you're some handsome young man trying to go to high school, and for whatever reason, girls are coming at you like you're all four of the Beatles. And you have to fend them off with a pheromone gun that makes them orgasm so that they'll leave you alone.
You're one strapping young lad.
Rated E for everyone.
Oh, yes, clearly.
Everyone gets an orgasm.
How did that happen?
What were they thinking?
Yeah, I have a friend who was one of the localizers on that game.
That's amazing. WT says he's only 3 of the Beatles. That's okay, though, John.
Which one are you missing?
Probably John, because he's an asshole.
He's the worst, so...
Yeah, he's the absolute worst. Great musician, terrible person.
Yeah.
Yep, he just said missing John.
Missing John.
I think that's a positive, personally.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Exactly. I was hanging out with Amethyst last night, and I was telling her, Yoko Ono came up, and I said, she said something about Yoko, and it was like the typical thing that people say about Yoko, and I'm like, oh, no. I am very much in the Yoko did nothing wrong camp. And I said, if you watch the Peter Jackson documentary, you'll see that they all loved her. They liked having her around. She wasn't interfering with the band. She was just chilling. And the reason that she was there all the time is because John was such a jealous piece of shit that he thought if she left his site for 2 seconds, some other man was going to swoop in and steal her from him.
Oh my God. Possessive much?
Right, just a little.
I don't know why it filtered out the word cunt, but there we go. But anyway, yeah, Yoko's fine. I have no issues with her. I'm not like a big fan of like the noises that she makes, especially considering that she actually can sing. But I appreciate her music. And I do have that weird album that she did with the Flaming Lips, and boy, is it weird. Boy, is it fucking weird.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Superman 64 had spelling errors on the box. That's the least of their problems. Apparently,
really? I thought I don't remember the words Superman being even on the box.
It said Superman. They're talking about the description on the back. It said new, because it was based on the hit TV show, The New Superman Adventures. They kind of forgot the D in there.
Can't forget the D.
Nah, it's so cold in the D.
Never forget the D.
Oh my god! There's a video I forgot about.
Mario Kart 8 box art confusion. Apparently, the track layout on the box art made no sense with characters racing in opposite directions.
Oops.
Yeah, I think they were just showing you, look at all these fucking characters that are in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, Alice is telling us that the Adventures for Superman 64 is the French spelling because it was a Canadian studio. That makes sense, actually.
Québécois.
Returnal had a patch that deleted save files.
Man.
At least it wasn't your whole hard drive, right? A Returnal patch corrupted save data, causing players to lose all progress.
What a bummer.
That's a real Tanya of an error. And hey, Alice, how's it going?
Hey.
And finally, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2008 had the Jesus shot glitch, which apparently it in certain situations, Tiger Woods would walk on water while taking a shot.
Wow.
That's funny. That's just funny.
It is. It's like it's one of those how did they not catch that sort of things, right?
What were they thinking?
I don't know how many there were, but I will give this an A.
This is an A of a list. Wow.
It is a list. Okay. Here's one from Totally Tubular Jonathan.
The Tubularious.
Yeah. 10 games that were too damn short.
Okay.
So, to me, to say a game is too short is almost like a real compliment to the developers that you wanted more of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I wish there was more of this,
But I don't know. Coming from Totally Tubular Jonathan, I'm thinking I was
true.
ripped off.
Yeah. Well, who knows? Well, no, I don't know. This is the guy who has a piss cup, so who knows? All right. His first one is Super Hot. Yeah, Super Hot's more of a tech demo than a game.
Yeah.
Let's be real. It's Super Hot is like Portal, where you're just waiting for the second one to be like a game.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. It's
short.
It's on the short side for an action game.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm surprised.
Fun,
I'm surprised he's not saying Ground Zeroes, which was literally one level, but yeah. And and there is a Super Hot 2 now, but I'm just saying when it comes out, you're kind of like, okay, it's like Portal. We need part 2 to be like an actual game. Sonic games, just in general. Titles like Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors feel too short, often lasting around 3 hours. Look, if you can play those for more than 3 hours, then that's on you.
Cheers, man.
Also, the idea is to go fast. Duh.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Sonic is just, like WT. If you've never played a Sonic game, I would recommend you play the ones that are on the Sega Genesis and then leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Side-scrolling. It's good fun.
If you really want to branch out beyond that, there's that spiritual sequel they made, that Sonic, what do you call it? Mania, and maybe dip into the Game Boy Advance ones, but those 3D ones should be avoid like the plague.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have played the pinball game? I mean, that's fun. It's not like a Sonic game. It's just a pinball game that has Sonic in it. But yeah, it was a fun game.
I actually really like Sonic Spinball. It's fun.
I have no issues with it. The next one is Portal, the original Portal. Once again, it's a tech demo. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's quirky, but it's a tech demo.
Like, look, we made this.
Yeah.
Have it. Yeah.
Check out this cool technology. The Darkness 2. It's a little on the short side for a action game, I guess.
I never played the series.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of game is it.
It's like a first person. I don't want to say shooter, but
hack and slash.
Think like Dishonored. Kind of.
Okay.
Not as deep as Dishonored. It's not like got all the Dishonored sauce, but Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2.
I only played the first one. Yeah, I liked it.
I think you're supposed to play it online. I think that's kind of what they were going for with that one. Pokemon Snap. Yeah, you want more.
It is.
Yeah. And then they made you wait like 30 years for a sequel. So I get that. Yeah.
And I love the sequel.
It was good. I did like it.
Yeah. Resident Evil 3 remake.
Is it shorter than the original?
they kind of left a few things out, which was like, what are you doing? Why? Dishonored sauce now with jalapeno. The Katamari series. I think that as wonderful as these games are, and they are a blast, if they were any longer than they were, it would start to be fatiguing. You would start to be like, I'm done,
Yeah, and I think also it relies a lot on replay value, too. Like, you want to go back and try to do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're long enough.
Yeah, I think that the Katamari games are exactly as long as they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Shadow Warrior 3. I guess Totally Tubular Jonathan is among the 4 people that played Shadow Warrior 3.
I don't even know what Shadow Warrior 1 and 2 were like.
Imagine like kind of like Duke Nukem but racist.
Racist?
Yeah. Really racist.
Wait. Should I ask why?
Every character's a stereotype.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's like if you're kind of looking for like more Duke Nukem, that's kind of where you would go to, like other than, playing fucking Duke Nukem Forever, which you shouldn't do. But no, they haven't aged well.
Oh, okay. All right.
Even a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Even Wayne just called it casual racism 101. Okay, here's one from a YouTuber named Hallowed Be Thy Game, which is a great username.
I'm gonna give Jonathan a 3.
Yeah. I don't. How many was that? Out of 10? I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'll go along with a 3.
Yeah. Ranked competitive racism. Yeah, don't go for that casual shit. All right. This is 20 weird and obscure JRPGs by YouTuber Hallowed Be Thy Game.
Hallowed Be Thy Game. All right. This better deliver.
Name.
It's so good, yeah. All right, so these are some weird and obscure JRPGs, starting with The Wizard of Oz Beyond the Yellow Brick Road, which
really?
I remember seeing this in a video of like, these are some weird fucking RPGs. And it's on the DS, and it's based on the, Wizard of Oz, but it's, first of all, just making a Wizard of Oz RPG is already strange,
Mm.
But instead of like, I don't know, moving around like a normal person, there's like this fucking virtual trackball thing that you move with the stylus to make the characters move.
Oh, dude.
And it's like, I don't know, like what if they did the Zelda DS games, but like even worse,
Mm.
I really like the Zelda DS games.
Really?
Yes, I think the controls are fantastic.
I don't know. I controlling everything with a touchscreen is a bit much for me.
No.
The fact that
I've had a great time.
Never get to press a button. Don't have the option of playing with buttons. Like I can't even move my character without the touchscreen. That's ridiculous to me. Lord of Magna Made in Heaven is a 3DS game. And this one was weird. I've seen this one too, because like the whole thing was that the enemies would be in like a formation and you would try to like bowl them over, like actual bowling. And they would like knock into each other and that would do like more damage.
That's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah. The next one is Nights in the Nightmare. And you can see a bit of a trend here because this one's on the DS. So this one was weird. I've seen this one too. So basically, the idea is it's sort of like a Fire Emblem type game, but on the lower screen you're playing like Radiant Silvergun.
Oh, I like Radiant Silvergun.
Yeah. So imagine like, actually, the game that I would compare it to is Undertale, because you know how like in Undertale you would have to dodge all the attacks. It's kind of like that, like the bullet hell type of idea.
Oh, interesting.
It wasn't as cohesive as Undertale was, but it had the same basic idea. The next one is... This is the first one I've never heard of. Magna Carta Tears of Blood on the PlayStation 2.
Oh my, what a name.
Oh, it's like Shadow Hearts. You just do like a rhythm button presses.
To do damage?
Yeah. It's like Shadow Hearts.
Interesting.
The next one is Moko Moko Friends, which is on the 3DS. And apparently it's like Pokemon, but they're all like stuffed animals.
I'm listening.
Oh no.
That's all there is to it. Yeah. Hey, maybe you should track this game down. Let's see how much it costs on eBay.
Moko.
I'm going to look it up on eBay for you.
Sweet.
Let's see. Moko Friends. Yeah, you're going to want to emulate this.
Uh-oh.
It's expensive, ain't it?
Just a spicy meatball?
Just the card alone is like $60.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of figured. Obscure JRPG.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. That means it's expensive.
It does look cute, but yeah, you might want to play that one on the old, final version of Citra that you got off of some back alley website. You know?
I might need the back alley to help me with that one, but we'll back alley later.
Yeah. The next one is Akiba's Trip, which was on PlayStation 3, the Vita, and the PSP. And I've never heard of this one. This is so stupid. So apparently you're in Akihabara, and you're fighting vampires.
Cool.
And how do you defeat the vampires? Well, you expose them to the sunlight by removing their clothes.
Oh, no.
Nice.
I don't know why they just, I guess, stand there and let you do that. Maybe you have to, knock them down first or something. But can you imagine you're fighting a vampire, you knock him down, you start pulling his pants off, and you're like, what are you doing? I'm going to fucking kill you, you son of a bitch. The next one is Super Robot Taisen OG Saga Endless Frontier on the DS.
Well, I've heard of the Super Robot Taisen series.
Yeah, it's pretty much Super Robot Taisen, except there's almost like a fighting game mode to the combat.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Mogul out of nowhere Sonic Spinball pisses me off.
You tell him.
Mogul will just have the most intense opinions that'll come out of left field, and I love it.
To be fair, some of those emeralds are a bit of a tiff to try.
I forgot what it was, but I don't know where we were talking about something, and Moogle puts it shut. That guy's a fucking chomp, and I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? Yeah, I was like, damn. Okay, the next one on the list is Hero Must Die Again, which is on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. Let's see, I've never heard of this. Okay, so you're dead, and it's sort of like I guess It's a Wonderful Life, where you have to kind of, wrap up all your bullshit before you're finally gone, I guess.
Oh.
Huh. The next one is Arno Surge Plus Ode to an Unborn Star, which is a Vita game.
Damn.
And apparently it says you could wipe out every random enemy in a dungeon at once by properly managing encounters, which I'm not quite sure what that means. I feel like I need the actual video, Oh, yeah. It was Dan from Street Fighter. I don't know where, Dan's a fucking chump.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Moogle's got a grudge.
I don't know. Moogle will have the most intense opinions out of nowhere, and I just love it. All right, so the next one is Undernaut's Labyrinth of Yomi, which is on PS4, Switch, and PC. So let's see. It honestly just sounds like Shin Megami Tensei to me.
Oh.
First-person dungeon crawler with a horror atmosphere, blends old-school RPG mechanics with modern design choices. Yeah, it's Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, that's Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I mean, sounds cool.
Doesn't sound that unusual to me.
Make it 10.
That's an interesting title here. Seven Pirates H. I wonder if the H is a porn thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, it's on the Switch and the Vita, so maybe.
Maybe.
Let's see.
H for horny.
It says it features an unconventional, and that's in quotes, stat-boosting mechanic where characters increase their power through body-related exercises.
Oh yeah, that's the H's for hentai.
It's hentai, yeah.
Mm.
The Vita and the Switch were like where you go for the horny RPGs. So.
The Switch? Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of porn games on the Switch. The next one is Grimoire for PlayStation 2.
I've heard of this one.
And PlayStation 4. I guess it skipped the third one. And the Switch. So I don't know this one. Let's see. So it's a mixture of an RPG, a real-time strategy, and a tower defense game.
No thanks.
Sounds a little bit too much like Ni no Kuni 2 to me. Alright, this next one belongs on the weirdo list just from the fucking title. It's Metal Max Xeno and Metal Max Xeno Reborn.
Ooh.
Oh, is it like some Pokemon Red and Blue kind of thing?
I have no idea. But apparently it's just a JRPG with tanks, so I don't know what's so weird about it.
Do the tanks have faces?
It does not specify.
Oh, okay.
The next
I choose
one,
to believe they do.
Yeah, why not, right? Dragon Star Varnir is the next one. It's on PS4, Switch, and PC. Apparently, there is a tiered 3-plane battle system where players fight enemies at different heights, adding a unique vertical strategy layer to combat. That sounds kind of cool.
I was going to say, that's actually different.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The next one is Meridian Tavern Story, which is on Switch and PC. It's a JRPG mixed with a business simulation where you manage a tavern and you go get ingredients. So it's like Racketeer and Item Shop Tale, except that you have the inn instead of the item shop. Okay,
that's cool.
See, a lot of these I'm like, it sounds weird, but I know a game exactly like that. You know what I mean? Like Shin Megami Tensei or Racketeer, you know? Lost Dimension, which is Vita, PS3, and PS4. Apparently, it features a traitor mechanic where one party member betrays the team in each playthrough, forcing players to deduce who the traitor is before the final battle.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
A little bit like they're expanding on the idea of the Seventh Saga. You know, where
Necro, I mean this in the best way. I truly feel that you are JRPG's Georg.
I'm the what?
What?
Like Spiders George.
What?
It's another meme.
Yeah, it's not one I'm familiar with.
What the hell is going on?
Hang on.
Spiders George.
I thought you said Georg, like that fish from Majora's
Well, it's because
Mask.
it's pronounced G-E-O. It's spelled Georg, which is Georg, but George. So it's a Tumblr post from 2013 where the average person eats 3 spiders a year. Factoid, actually just statistical error. Average person eats 0 spiders for a year. Spiders George, who lives in a cave and eats over 10,000 each day, is an outlier and should not have been counted.
He skews it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
that's funny. No, so I'm just feeling like because in the Seventh Saga, there were like 7 characters and you picked which one, and all of the other characters would be working towards the same goal. And you'd meet them along the way, and depending on like your stats and some other weird random shit, maybe you can get one of them to join you as a partner. And then maybe they betray you.
Ooh.
Or maybe they don't. If you want to have a good time in that game, there are 2 partners that will never betray you, which is the magician girl and the robot. Everybody else has a pretty, differing chances. Like some of them have high chances of betraying you and attacking you. Some have low chances. But I kind of think that they had that idea and they like, let's make that even more fucked up. Where it's like, it could be any one of your party members and you don't know which one and it's different each time, so fuck you.
I don't know, fuck you.
I would kind of play that. I would, no lie, I would play that. Next one is called Ray Gigant, not to be confused with Spiders George, which was on the Vita and PC. Let's see. First-person dungeon crawler with a rhythm-based special attack system where timing button presses determines attack power. So it's Shadow Hearts and it's Shin Megami Tensei. And then the final one, it's a mishmash. And then the last one is 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD on the 3DS.
Oh my god.
Features deep character customization, allowing players to choose names, classes, and even romance options while battling giant dragons across multiple time periods.
Whoa.
That doesn't sound weird at all, to be honest. That sounds like... Actually, I guess what makes it weird is that those types of customization options aren't typical to JRPGs. But the actual game sounds like just, that's what you do.
Yeah. Well, isn't it like weird and obscure? Because these are all definitely very obscure.
Weird and obscure. I mean, the first 5 I knew, and then after that I didn't know really any of them.
And what's up with some of these titles? Like, why not just, I don't know, like, why all these letters and symbols and shit? I guess
we knew what the H meant as soon as we heard it.
Oh, okay, that's one.
I don't know, 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD. I guess we don't know what VFD stands for, but if you played the game, maybe it makes sense.
Very funny dragon.
Yeah, I was going to say very furious dragon, but that works too. How many of these were there? There were 20, 17.
I'm going to go 19 because I'm pretty sure there was only one I actually knew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, even the ones I knew, they were fucking weird.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, they were fucking weird.
Good job, list. That's how I can tell it wasn't totally Tubular Jonathan.
Here's one that Moogle sent me from The Gamer. They failed miserably earlier, but maybe they won't fail so badly now. It is the 20 worst PlayStation 1 games of all time.
All right, let's see.
Worst. Just the worst.
So number 20 is Barbie Explorer.
Oh, it's not that bad.
What? All right, we have someone who's played it. Excellent.
Tomb Raider clone. It's very funny.
Please tell me this is not how you explore Barbie.
No, it is like a Tomb Raider type of game.
Okay.
Yeah. But apparently they're calling it a weird mashup of Tomb Raider and Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, so run away from the screen and collect things.
Also, like, it's a game for little kids.
Okay, but maybe little kids deserve better.
They do.
Yeah.
But this is the 90s for the most part where they weren't getting that.
2001, I mean, PlayStation.
We want Tomb Raider, but for little kids.
Number 19 is The Fifth Element. Love the movie. The game was ass.
Oh, the movie's great, but I never played the game.
You don't want to. The camera is so fucking far up Bruce Willis's ass, you can barely see what the hell you're shooting at. So
it's the complete absence of light.
They should I mean it's a third person shooter, but he takes up too much of the screen.
Oh.
Number 18 is talk about weird titles. Largo Winch / Commando SAR.
Oh,
I've heard of this.
It looks like
that's it.
It looks like a Temu stealth game, you know.
Well, there are stealth-based elements to it, but I've never actually played it. I've just seen footage.
Yeah. The next one is called Chaos Break, which it looks like an RPG of some sort.
Oh, I think that one has a bad translation. Like, the whole thing is the translation is just freaking awful.
Apparently, this is like the Studio Asylum version of Resident Evil.
Okay.
Okay, so number 16 is Ski Air Mix, which is a skiing game.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
That's a weird choice.
Apparently, it's just a shovelware crappy game.
Yeah, but how many of those are there? And this is on the 20 worst?
Yeah. Well, this one must be exceptionally bad.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if it was Tony Hawk, but on skis.
Yeah. Number 15 is Armorines Project Swarm. I remember when this game came out. It visually looked fine, but yeah, it got pretty savaged. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 14 is South Park Chef's Love Shack.
Yeah, okay, that one does suck.
Let's just play a bunch of JavaScript games, like
trivia garbage. Yeah.
Number 13 is Rascal Racers, which is just like another Mario Kart clone.
Yeah. Featuring the Little Rascals.
No, the characters look like they belong in like Animal Crossing, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure I only know about that one because of the Kadikarus video.
Oh. Number 12 is Hooters Road Trip, which, having a game based on a restaurant is already a very strange idea. And considering that it's Hooters, you'd expect it to be some sort of like mini game thing where you might be rewarded with pictures of hot chicks or something. No, it's a racing game.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'd have expected
yeah,
like a chicken wing eating mini game or something.
Yeah,
you
would expect something like that, but it's just you're in a car racing.
It's a licensed game.
Yeah. Number 11 is Mortal Kombat Special Forces. This game is unfinished and boring. It's not like the worst thing I've ever played, but it is dull. It's just like, oh, here's another enemy. All right, X, 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 square, X, triangle. Okay, he's dead. All right, here's the next enemy. Same exact thing,
Oof.
Did the original creators even have anything to do with it?
It was John Tobias's game, and he left midway when it was not finished.
Oh. So Ed was like, nope.
Well, Ed should have been nope and fucking shelved it, but they decided to release it as like a $30 game, The N64 version was canceled, and they just released it as like a budget PlayStation title. Number 10 is The Simpsons Wrestling. Didn't we mention this earlier?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I figure I brought this up for some reason. It's just, you press buttons and stuff happens on the screen, and those two events have nothing to do with each other.
Oh, dear. Oh, it's because I said that a Simpsons fighting game, a proper fighting game might be good.
Yeah. This is, they tried. Well, they didn't try, that's the problem. You press buttons, stuff happens, but it has nothing to do with what buttons you're pressing.
People knew that they could, but no one ever thought that they should.
I knew you were going as soon as you said. Number 9 is Street Racquetball, which is literally just a racquetball game that was released in 2002 on the PlayStation.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Wow, 2002.
Yeah, PS2 was well out at that point.
Sure.
Yeah. And if you want to know what it looks like, just imagine a game that would have come out in 1997 for PlayStation.
Oh, no.
Number 8 is Batman Beyond Return to the Joker. Yeah, it's just mash button, move right, mash button, move right.
It's just dull as dishwater.
Yeah, pretty much.
I played it.
Number 7 is the Crow City of Angels, which is mash button, walk against the wall for 5 minutes, mash button, spin around in a circle, mash button.
Sometimes die really quickly for no reason.
Yeah. Number 6 is Kiss Pinball, which just try to wrap your brain around that.
I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons wanted money, so
yeah.
I'm gonna say when not.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Number 5 is Star Wars Masters of Teras Kasai. So when I played this, I went into it with it can't really be as bad as people say, right? Like, it's got to at least be decent. No, this is really, really bad. Like, it
does feature some obscure characters, though.
There's a dude named Whore in it.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's about as good as it gets. The characters are so sluggish that like you're just waiting for somebody to kick or fart or something,
Waiting for the heat death of the universe.
Number 4 is MTV Celebrity Deathmatch, which I remember when this show was on, I thought this would make a really cool video game, and then they waited several years after the show was off the air and nobody cared anymore to make a to make a video game out of it, and it wasn't very good.
That's disappointing.
Number 3 is Mary Kate and Ashley's Magical Mystery Mall.
Oh, the whole mall?
That
might be good.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me this is PlayStation? Because I'm looking at the screenshot and I swear this is Game Boy Advance.
Uh-oh. Is it?
Great.
It looks like a Game Boy Advance game. Oh, no. And number 2 is South Park. Just the one that's just called South Park. Yeah.
The first person, yeah.
Yeah, every level has one enemy in it. Just one enemy times, like a million.
Turkeys.
Yeah. It's a long time before you're past the damn turkeys.
Ugh.
And their number 1 worst PlayStation game of all time is, of course, it's Bubsy 3D. Would you expect anything else?
No,
yeah.
not really.
I mean, there were games that went from 2D to 3D and had a bit of an awkward period. And then there was this.
I tried it. Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah, it's just you can barely move in this game.
Yeah, you feel very stiff.
Yeah. Tank controls and a platformer.
Oh, no thanks.
Yeah. So, out of 20, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't sit here and think of any PS1 games that are worse than these.
Yeah, a lot of those are some real stinkers.
Yeah, I mean, some of these I've never heard of, but I got to kind of take their word for it. I'll give it a 17, maybe?
I'm going to letter grade it. I'll give it an A-.
I'll give it a legal 18.
Legal in California.
Okay.
All right. I had one more list here, and it's from Moogle. It's from the Gamer, but Moogle submitted it. 27 80s cartoons that you watched but can't remember the name of.
Oh.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, we're not off to a good start. Before I even scroll down and look at the first one, the header image is 2 images. It's Inspector Gadget, which everybody fucking remembers, and Thundercats.
Yeah.
So those are, people remember those.
Great start.
Yeah, well, let's see. Maybe those are just examples of 80s cartoons. I don't know, but all right, number 27 is Mask, which I never watched it. I was aware that it existed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I
one of
felt
the
about
toys.
It didn't appeal to me.
It was like a little motorcycle that turned into a helicopter.
There you go.
A cool concept.
Number 26 is David the Gnome. Well, I think it was like the world of David the Gnome.
I very much remember David the Gnome.
I never watched it, but my friend Marielle watched it, and I remember her telling me about it.
I thought it was boring.
It was on Nick Jr. during the day, so I watched that one a lot. Yeah.
What was that, Elise?
Oh, I was gonna say they showed it on Nick Jr.
Oh yeah.
So I watched that one a lot.
Yeah. The most memorable thing is that
end.
when he dies. I did hear that in a Cracked article once, but the most memorable thing about David the Gnome, which I've never actually seen, is that when Marielle was telling me about it, she kept spelling gnome with a K.
What?
Like gnome,
Gnome.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is a gnome? And she's like, however the fuck it's spelled, right? Number 25 is Bionic 6, which I've never heard of.
Okay, I've never heard of that one.
It looks kind of like I can't tell if they're superheroes or if they're doing aerobics.
Both?
It could be both, right? Yeah, they're superheroes. Number 24 is Laser Tag Academy, which was really just
that was a cartoon.
It was a commercial for laser tag, basically. It was about it had the weirdest fucking premise. Do you think you're trying to get kids to buy these guns and these vests so they can pretend to shoot each other, So they introduced this thing where there's this girl and she travels through time trying to save her family from some evil overlord or something, and it's like, dude, you're doing too much for laser tag, bro.
Relax. It's laser tag.
It could be about a tournament or something. It doesn't have to be all that. What is? I never had the laser tag, but we had something called Photon, which was like, it came out right after laser tag, and it was advertised as this is the better version of it because it has more features and shit. But anyway, it had like a helmet and a vest and the gun. But me and my sister and my friends and everybody who played with it figured out pretty quickly that you could just dispense with the helmet and the vest and everything because there was a hit sensor on the guns themselves.
Oh.
So we started playing like challenge mode where you had to shoot, but you had to aim at the person's gun.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So it became more fun. It became like total fucking urban warfare, because we're like climbing all over buildings and shits. Number 23 is Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, which looks like an anime from the picture. I don't know what the hell this is.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, though.
Yeah. Sounds cool, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 22 is the Ewoks cartoon, which I was aware of, but I never watched it.
I watched this. This is one of the first Star Wars content I ever consumed.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
yeah, that and droids.
I bet that's on here. Come on. Number 2. Everybody fucking remembers the Muppet Babies. That's
as they should.
You
household name.
You could probably sing the theme song without even thinking about it. Come on. No, that's...
Baby.
Just close your eyes and make believe, and soon you will be there. Yep. Yeah, no, that's not a... We remember that it was called Muppet Babies, because it was the Muppets and they were babies. It's not hard to remember.
It ain't rocket
if
surgery.
they put Little Muppet Monsters on the list, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Oh.
Number 20 is something called Mighty Orbots, which I guess was trying to ape off of Transformers.
Did they just misspell robots?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Number 19 is the Alf TV show, the cartoon. Alf.
Oh, okay. I remember watching that.
Where it was like he was on his home planet.
He was on Melmac.
Yeah. There was no reason to call it Alf because they didn't call him Alf, but they wanted you to know it was fucking Alf.
Yeah, Gordon Shumway.
Yeah.
Why do I remember all this?
I don't.
It's deemed important by your brain.
Ugh.
Number 18 is number 18 is Ghostbusters, but not the real Ghostbusters. The other.
Oh, is it Filmation Ghostbusters?
Yes. Yeah, which was
with the big ape.
Yeah, it was based off of a movie from like the 70s, which was called The Ghostbusters, and it had nothing to do with the comedy from the 80s or the real Ghostbusters. It was really weird.
It was a gorilla.
It was a strange
gorilla,
show.
not ape. Sorry.
I mean, gorillas are apes, so you weren't
yeah.
wrong.
Not wrong.
More specific.
Yeah. But didn't he always say that, like, I'm not a gorilla or something?
Something like
that. I don't know. I've only watched. Yeah, he talked. He did talk. Number 17 this is the only one on the list so far that actually meets the criteria. It's a show called Dino Saucers, and I actually had this whole thing. I watched this. I did watch this, and I did completely forget what it was fucking called.
Did you think it was Dino Riders? Because that's a different show.
No, I had no idea what it was called. I was streaming, and I was trying to describe it, and I'm like, there was this show where there was like this good guy dinosaur team and like a bad guy dinosaur team, and there were also like human kids running around somewhere, and I was like, I described it, and then I think it was Moogle that said, I think that's Dino Saucers, and I looked it up on like Wikipedia. And I was like, holy shit, you got it. So this is the first one on the list that actually meets the criteria of, yes, I did watch it, and yes, I totally forgot the fucking name of it.
I remember Dino Saucers.
Yeah. Number 16 is the Snorks, which, no, I didn't watch the Snorks.
Smurfs. Oh, Smurfs Underwater. I used to watch that a lot.
Yeah. Like, what if the Smurfs were brine shrimp? Number 15 is Star Wars Droids, which... Like I said, I don't you might have forgotten that you watched it, but you definitely didn't forget that it was called Star Wars Droids because it was Star Wars and it was the droids.
It was about the droid. Yeah, that's it.
Number 14 is something called Super Ted.
Oh, it's a teddy bear wearing a super suit.
It looks like a teddy bear who's a superhero.
That's it. That's the show.
Cute and fun.
Number 13 is Duckula.
Count Duckula.
Yeah, Duckula. That was a funny show.
I love that one.
You know, for some reason, the late 80s and the early 90s were like the peak of duck-based TV shows that you could watch.
But actually, Disney.
Yeah. I remember when they made DuckTales Remastered, and they had to make very sure that because there was voice acting in it now, that the last boss was called Dracula Duck, because they didn't want you to make you think that it's the other thing, you know?
Yeah.
Duckula was taken.
I feel like it was the same people that did Danger Mouse, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably.
A European company. I forget who they are, though.
It doesn't say. Number 12 is something called Kid Video.
Oh my god, I remember Kid Video.
I remember the name. I'm trying to remember the show.
So from the description of it, it's basically like Captain N, except instead of video games, they go into cartoons.
Oh,
so wait, do they go into cartoons that are made up in the show, or do they go into other shows? I'm confused.
No, they go into like made up ones.
Oh, well, that's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not All Stars to the Rescue.
Yeah. Number 11 is Banana Man, because
Banana Man.
Hop on my fucking banana, baby. Oh, it's got potassium. That's what I've been calling the Banana Man. I mean,
It's another Brit show.
Okay.
Wait. So
it's not Banana Man, it's Banana Man.
So wait, this is Captain Marvel, except instead of saying Shazam, he eats a banana.
Yep.
Oh.
You know what? They can fuck all the way off.
They
got kids to eat bananas.
Okay.
Number 10 is the Pound Puppies.
Oh.
I never watched.
How is that forgotten?
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe you would have. Did you remember that it was called the Pound Puppies? I mean, I don't know. I never watched it. I was aware of it.
Toys.
They lived in a pound.
Yeah.
I had
the plush.
If you say so, I never watched it.
It's a girl show.
Oh god. Number 9 is Captain N, which I can't see.
Brought up.
Can't see how you could forget that.
Yeah. There's one cartoon I'm waiting for them to say, and if they don't, I will say it. I'm wondering if it's on the list.
What is it? Let us know.
Popples.
See, I never.
Popples?
No, I don't remember that. See, I found Captain N to be vaguely traumatizing.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't want to look at fucking King Hippo's giant nipples all the time.
Oh, they were prominent.
The dude had hooters. And
maybe
why?
You should go play that racing game from the last list.
And why was he blue?
Because I don't know. Animation is complicated.
Complicated? You can't make an orange man?
Maybe they weren't allowed to for this reason or the other.
Why was Simon Belmont the way he was? Why was he human Launchpad?
Because they needed a goofy character.
Why?
Or a goofy sidekick.
Yeah. Why was Alucard like a skateboard riding kid? Like what were they doing with that? You know.
They had to be.
Wait, hold on. Alice is telling me that one of the animators was colorblind. That makes sense. But wait, no, hold on. It makes sense, but blue and orange are nobody is that colorblind.
It makes sense, but it also feels like Alice is goofing on us.
No, I don't think Alice is goofing us because I've heard of things like the Star Trek animated TV show. One of the animators was colorblind, and that's why there's like a lot of weird color choices in it.
Everything is pink.
Yeah, because he didn't realize everything was pink. But but I'm saying like no matter how nobody is so colorblind that they can't tell the difference between orange and blue. That's like as far apart as it gets, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Number 8 is something called Robotics with an X at the end.
Oh, I don't know that. What the hell? What is that?
It looks visually similar to like C-Lab. I don't know. It says it's a Transformers clone based on a toy, so I think that's why Mega Man was green. I mean, Mega Man being green didn't bother me because Mega Man turned all kinds of colors in the game. Number 7 is the Wuzzles.
The Wuzzles. Is that when it's like two animals combined into one?
Smushed together.
Yeah. It's like Poke Fusion.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Camp Candy.
That was decidedly 90s.
Isn't it John Candy?
It was John Candy. Well, let's see. This said 80s, but this doesn't give me any years. I'm gonna look up Camp Candy. Watch it. Like came out 1989 or some shit. Yeah, 1989. It had 3 seasons, which means it was mostly in the 90s, but it did technically start. I mean, technically, The Simpsons is an 80s cartoon.
Yeah, technically, Simpsons was like Christmas '89.
It was 87.
What was?
The Simpsons, the Tracy Ullman show.
Oh yeah, technically, I guess so.
Number 5 is the Centurions. Just put this in the pile of like Transformers ripoffs, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, they were more like superheroes, but it was just another toy commercial, basically. I watched G.I. Joe, and that was just, as far as it went. Number 4 is, good God, what is this? Something called Brave Star.
Oh yeah,
I had the lunchbox.
I am sorry, but you cannot tell me that this guy is an actual superhero and not a stripper.
The outfit, eh?
Really like He-Man style.
I'm putting it on the screen. This dude is gonna take his clothes off. He's gonna put a little boombox down and start gyrating, talking like he's Duff Man. Clothes come off, dollar bills go in the G-strings, that's what happens.
How do you feel about this? I had a lunchbox in elementary school that featured him very prominently on it.
Hey, you like what you like.
You like what you like.
I used to play that right around the same time as like Silverhawks.
It
was the same
company. I forgot about Silverhawks.
Number 3, I've never heard of this one. Something called Visionaries Knights of the Magical Light.
Oh, this is a toy one.
Those toys are awesome.
Holograms.
Yes.
According to this, it was actually a comic book first, and then it was toys. And apparently the toys did so badly, but they had already made a bunch of episodes of the TV show, and they were like, well, we might as well fucking air it.
That's why we got so many of them, because they were dirt cheap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they probably were on clearance. Number 2 is Inspector Gadget. Like, I'm sorry, we remember Inspector Gadget. Go fuck yourself.
Had a live action movie, okay? This is not a forgotten one.
There's 2 feature length films.
To be fair, we should definitely forget the first live action one.
We should.
Like, I don't know why they thought that Matthew Broderick was going to be Inspector Gadget.
Or French Stewart in the second one.
That makes more sense than Matthew Broderick, because French Stewart is a fucking goofy weirdo, And number 1 is Thundercats. Like, at that point, you might as well just put Transformers in there and all the other shows that we absolutely remember. Of course.
Yeah.
Didn't this have like a couple of revivals and a comic series and all this stuff? Like, this is.
It did.
Yeah, it had a mid 2000s remake too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember the comic books got weirdly sexual.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Where's my fucking Denver the Last Dinosaur? Okay.
Oh, he's your friend and a whole lot more.
He is, and that should be on the list.
And you.
Shirt tails.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You guys remember them.
Yeah,
but I didn't remember it for a very long time.
Yeah, but this should be a list where, like, oh right. I did watch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, the only one that like fit that criteria was the fucking Dinosaucers.
I actually remembered that one.
Most of the other ones, I either absolutely remembered or I never fucking heard of.
Yeah.
You never heard of Brave Star?
No, I never heard of Brave Star. I never heard of Banana Man.
Banana Man.
I never heard of what was that other one? The one where they were like doing aerobics.
Yeah.
Robotics.
No. I'm scrolling up here. The
Electric Six.
Electric Six. Electric Six. It was Bionic Six. Electric Six sounds like a sex move here. Hold on, I'm putting this on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. This is the Bionic Six image here. I mean, look, they're stretching.
They are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
And those definitely look like 80s like tracksuits.
Yeah.
Let me see what the plot of this is. Let's see. The guy's a test pilot. He was a guinea pig for a human bionic enhancement. There was an avalanche caused by an alien ship. This is going places.
Huh.
Then they get space radiation poisoning, but he
So
lives.
it's Fantastic
But
Four.
yeah, right, pretty much. But he survives because of he's part robot. And then he makes his whole family into bionic people, and then they become superheroes.
That's a lot.
That honestly
That's
seems
a
like
lot.
a really long way to go to basically do the $6 Million Man as a cartoon.
Yeah, there's a lot of shoe leather on that.
Yeah. Hey, like, we didn't need the aliens and the avalanche and, you know, who cares if he was a test pilot, you know? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently the villain was called Dr. Scarab, who wants to live forever.
Of course he
I
does.
want to live forever. Yeah.
Oh. Wayne says they forgot one called Ulysses 31. What is that?
They definitely don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Dang.
Ulysses 31.
Rolls
Oh,
off the tongue.
it looks like anime.
Hmm.
Let's yeah.
In that
It
case,
is-
how
oh,
about Battle for the
It
Planets?
is anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In Japan, it's Space Legend Ulysses 31.
Cool.
Or if you want to just be, you know, extra about it, Uchu Densetsu Yoroshizu Senwan.
All that.
Yeah, I think they were trying to stick to Western shows, but a few of these did look like anime, though. Greek mythology in space. That's
Or
kind of
maybe
cool,
it was maybe it was animated in like in an anime studio, but made to be Western kind of thing.
the Ulysses one apparently aired in Japan and France. That's probably why they didn't include it, because
Ulysses Panthère.
Wait, does it say the French name? Let's see.
I don't know.
Just Ulysses 31.
Huh.
Yeah, it says it's Japanese, but it also aired in France. So, inspired by Homer's Odyssey.
Nope.
That's crazy.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so out of 27, I don't know. I feel like
There was literally one.
for me, there was literally one for me. I don't know how many of them really fit the criteria for you.
I should have been paying more attention.
I'm not going to give it a 1.
But I knew a hell of a lot of these.
I'm not going to give it a 1. I'm going to give it a 5.
Okay.
And the reason that I'm going so low really is because there were too many of them that, like, okay, nobody has forgotten Thundercats. Nobody has forgotten the Muppet Babies. Nobody has forgotten Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Those are still, like, in living memory for too many people. You know what I mean? It's just no.
They're still coming out with remakes, you know, of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to letter grade this one, and I'm just going to give it a solid D. I'm not going to fail
Wait,
hold on.
Wait, hold on.
Class.
You just said I'm going to give it a solid D.
Nice.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
There we go.
You said I'm going to
Somebody-
give it a solid D.
Well, D is the
Oh,
first
yeah.
letter of the alphabet, so I'll give it a 4.
Hey, look, if I said
I
that,
deserve that.
if I said that, then you would be very remiss to not point it out.
No,
I'm
of
just
course. Like I said, I deserve
No,
that.
Muppet Babies is a licensing nightmare. That's why it's never been released on DVD
it's-
or Blu-ray or anything like that.
Which
Because
is
of
a
all
fucking
the
tragedy.
movie clips.
Yeah.
That was like they're never going to be able to do something like that again.
But if you think, like, I remember there was, like, Raiders and Star Wars, but doesn't
Yeah.
Disney own all of that now?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But those weren't the only
it's a matter
movies
of do they
that they-
want to release it?
That's not the-
I was trying to think of other movies, but I can't.
Yeah. That's not the only things they showed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Henson had a lot of verbal agreements with contemporaries that they were like, yeah, man, go ahead, use our stuff.
It was just
That-
because, like, Jim Henson was kind of like everybody's friend.
Yeah.
You know, except for the cast of Saturday Night Live. But
Well, that just didn't work out so well, did it?
Yeah.
well, me and Alice not too long ago we watched that Saturday Night movie, which is about like the hours leading up to the first episode of Saturday Night Live, and yeah, Jim Henson was having a bad time.
Yeah. That's just not his.
Muppet Babies went on for 8 fucking seasons.
Yes.
Dude,
it was on a long time, and it was in syndication forever.
I had no idea it went on for 8 seasons.
Wow.
That is crazy.
And then they remade it in CGI recently. Well, the past several years.
2018 they did that, and that was
it
was horrifying to look at.
Oh.
It wasn't that bad, frankly.
It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been CGI.
No, it shouldn't have been CGI. But I feel that way about most current offerings.
Yeah, the Muppets. The Muppets should never be CGI.
No.
Muppets.
The Muppet.
Make them puppet or make them animated. There's no in between. 2D animated.
I remember they did a Robot Chicken sketch about what happened to Skeeter. It was like because Skeeter was a character in the Muppet Babies, but that was it.
She was invented just for Muppet Babies.
Yeah, so it's like they would like, you never bring up his twin sister. He goes completely insane, you know. And then I think the result was that Scooter was Skeeter and that she murdered him or something and took his identity.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think that's where Robot Chicken went with it, at least. But yeah, I don't think they'll ever release Muppet Babies on like a. I mean, just the fact that they were able to do syndication is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. They're never gonna do that.
Much to my chagrin.
Oh wow.
Chagrin's a funny word. I've been chagrined again. All right, guys. Well, we're out of lists and a little bit over time, actually, because it's almost fucking 11 o'clock, you know.
Oh, jeez. I got to get a bed.
Yeah. Oh, I still have my friggin' thing up. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. No, that's not what I wanted to get rid of.
Whoop, whoop.
It's just showing my Steam window, like, because I looked up how many hours I put into Binding of Isaac. Go to Bread. We're going to do a raid. So, guys, don't go anywhere just yet. Please stick around for the raid. We're going to go over the schedule real quick here. Let me get rid of the list critics here. So, tomorrow afternoon, we have more of Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake, which is even more exciting to play with the trailer for 1 and 2 just being released today. So, we've actually already finished this game, but we're in the post-game, seeing what's what there. That's tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, rather. Saturday night, we have more of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch. Sunday night, more of we'll finish Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, and then we'll play the DLC. I don't really remember exactly how long the DLC is, but we'll start that. Monday afternoon, we'll have more of Super Street Fighter 4 for the PlayStation 3. Tuesday night, I don't have the scene set up for it, so just ignore that this says Death's Gambit Afterlife because we finished that. It's going to be Legacy of the Wizard. We'll have a nice chudless run of Legacy of the Wizard on the NES. No dick babies showing up. If you get it, you get it. That's all I could say. Wednesday afternoon, we have more of East 10 Nordics, which we're getting towards the end of. We're in the 9th chapter of 10. Makes sense that there's 10 chapters. It's East 10, right? Let's see if the game can break my brain again like it did yesterday. And Thursday night, a week from today, we will be... Oh, not there. No, we'll be over here for the Council of Tolkien because I'll have Matt and Sid with me, and we'll be live not only here on Twitch but also on YouTube. And we'll be talking about various topics related to the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. So that's always a fun time. Anyway, let's go over here and let's see. Who is it that we have online that we could raid? Oh, see if we can find somebody playing Muppet Babies Tournament Fighter. No, no. Let's see who's on. Let's see. Wow, that's something. I think I'm gonna raid. I know I just raided her, but we'll give her another raid. We're gonna raid Demolition Daisy, who's playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion again. So, oh god, she's got like a weird bay leaf Victory Bell cross.
Oh no,
it's horrifying to look at. All right, let's raid her. I could see some horrifying things that should never exist.
Sounds fun.
Certain Pokemon should not be fused together. My raid call is going to say, ah, yes. Horrifying Abomination Simulator 2025. And the fact that she just said, ah, yes, right as I said, ah, yes, means it was meant to happen. Okay, so there is your raid call. Copy that, paste it as we head into Demolition Daisy's stream. I will see you guys over there. I will see you guys on Discord. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon for Dragon Quest and just around in general. Here we fucking go. Did the raid not work? Oh, I spelled her name wrong. Always happens. Alright, as soon as I can hit it, I will. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unfuck.